Don't worry about it, Mr. Fropsy. That PCB is gonna be fine. That's what's gonna happen there.
Still here with Mr. Langlandia building.
Hey guys, welcome back. I hope your break was good. Did you get some water and stretch your legs?
Actually, sorry, we got just for you. Got some coffee.
Oh, that's so sweet. Here, I'll show it on my stream. I've got a mason jar full of the stuff.
Mason jars,
because
man. We got like
I started with a full quart, and now it's almost a little under half.
There you go. This next one. I'm really sorry. I wish I could share it with you. I really wish. Wife.
Jesus Christ.
Wife. But I said, but my wife made these delicious salted caramel
that does look good
for the stream.
I've just been asked, what do I call my personal brand of cold brew? I call it the Ghetto Brew, personally.
Ghetto Brew?
Well, so here's what I do, okay? I have a 1 gallon jar and then a 2 gallon pitcher. And what I do is I take cheesecloth, I measure out my coffee, I grind it up, and I put it in cheesecloth, and then I wait 2 days. And that's my cold brew. Nice and patient, like, you know?
Yep.
How fine do you grind?
Nice and rough.
Yep.
Personally, I don't think that that's accurate or correct for what you're supposed to do, but, caffeine is extrapolated from the bean based on time that water is in contact with it. So I find that a rough grind, wow, I just got lube all over my hands because I'm a dummy. I find that a rough grind gives me a less bitter experience, and I'm not about that bitter. I need, I'm there for the caffeine, you know.
So guys, real quick, this is the Singa V1. Polycarbonate is my first polycarbonate board.
Wow, we ended up doing polycarb boards at the same time?
What a
Yes.
coincidence.
So interesting.
This is a grail board of mine that I have been looking for. The timing came out amazingly. I actually picked it up from Mr. Lang.
I did. It was formerly mine, yeah.
So it's got his scent, which is beautiful. Minterly. How's it going, Mint? How's it going, Mint?
Oh, Nat. Hi.
We just gave away your alpaca, so thank you guys. Shout out to Minterly. Check out her Twitch stream. She's
such a boss.
Alpacas. Lick it. Sorry, I think game segment is over. Sorry, I missed. No worries. If you want to stay up all night, you absolutely can. We'll play some more.
Yeah, we'll play some more games eventually.
Mincerly, did you see my...
Yeah, the Fu Manchu. You want to switch to you real quick?
Yeah, there's a good discussion in chat about how I'm using 205 for my stabs. I think I'm me or you. Jesus, I can't say his name. Josh. I'm just dropping all that bullshit. His name's Josh. So he has a good point about how he has seen in the past some folks that use dielectric grease that actually has weirdly kind of dried up. And not that that's bad, but I loathe stabs and never ever wish to redo them. So I ain't about that. And I happen to have an obscene amount of 205, so that's what we do. This is one of 4 jars.
Still haven't fixed camera. Shake my head.
Shake my head.
Listen. I change the cameras, then it messes it up for all of the other scenes that I have when it goes back to me being at my apartment.
So
what I just heard was that he's being lazy.
Listen, I already have to reset my entire apartment when I go home. All right.
Yeah, what's one more thing, right?
You know what?
I bought a lot of 205 and I'm going through it and alarming. Right? See, but that's because you
Thank you for joining Racing Giraffe. Have yourself a good nap.
Building, keep building. You keep making linear switches. That's the thing. Whenever I lube switches for people, every single time, 205 grade. Damn it. I'm like, why not 3203? I have so much of 3203.
I like 3203. I think it's more of a tactile switch lube, though.
It
Is what's funny
At
is
least my experience.
I use it all the time because I've lubed a lot of tactiles. There's Chewy when he does a lot of his tactiles. He uses 32.
Which, I mean, it's a good mid ground. Like, I'm not upset about it, but 3203, I think if you're using a tactile, you want it to retain that bump, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would use the thinner one. I mean, I think 3204 belongs on a lower quality switch because that's usually when I notice scratchiness and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
3204 to me, it's not about the needing extra smoothness. 3204 has in my opinion, the best sound damage qualities.
I think it also plays better with heavier spring.
Yep.
That I agree with as well. As a heavy spring boy, yeah.
Be all about
Like
those heavy springs.
Yeah, these 78s that are going in this are wicked light for my flavor. So
About a kilogram of 205 grades.
Jesus Christ. Now that is an obscene amount, and I love it. Well done.
You know,
Big
but we
spring
out
boy.
here. We out here.
Yeah, we
Lang,
out
I
here.
want to thank you. So Langolandia is obviously. I don't know if they can hear me on your stream.
Yeah, they should be able to. You guys can
Okay,
hear
well-
my friends chatting, right?
Not like
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, we're good.
Them. Yes. Anyway.
Yeah. No,
But
we're good.
for those who don't know that are on our stream, Langlandia is the designer of GMK Cafe. He's the designer of Infinikey Grain. He is probably
And
the
and a set we're going to show you tonight.
Yes, set for leaks, and probably the funniest and most genuinely just warm-hearted individuals I have ever met in my entire life. And I haven't even met him yet. And
Thank
trust me, there's like a 10-minute hug on the way.
10 only? I last longer than that. In hugs. In hugs.
Hugs, also, I think maybe a kiss on the cheek is in order.
Oh yeah, we all about that European greeting where it's both sides, right?
Let's do it.
You know, that's the way we're doing it.
Both sides about 6 times. 3203, 3204, or 205 for blueberries. I will be personally doing 3204.
I'm gonna try 3203 and we can compare.
There you go.
And I'm also, you know this about me, I'm a linear queen. That's just where daddy lives. So I'm really interested to see if I have any love for bloobs in my heart. So yeah, them bloobs, right? Sorry, I keep doing things off stream. I gotta get used to that.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing, right? Making sure you're in frame.
Yeah, so I'm sorry if anyone needs to yell at me for that. I agree, linear is correct, Mr. Tyler Durdens. However, you know, bloobs I was excited to try. You know, I like cream housing so much, and I'm on the hunt for a tactile I like that doesn't cost me $4 or $5 billion a switch like Zycos do. Because I do love Zycos. Like, they feel great, and they're the only tactile I allow to hurt my life, to harm me physically. But they cost so much. I may as well buy fucking Brown Alps, which every Alp switch I've ever tried, I'm in love with. So I want that back in my life.
Alpacas.
Yes. I also, Josh brings up a good point. He says, I heart boobs. I am not opposed to boobs, but I did say bloobs with an L.
Boobs are
Boobs are
okay
boobs.
in my book.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. So
Mint, I heard that
on Twitch.
you had a day making those Zycos. Where to buy Brown Alps? You have to find them.
yeah, you really got to look and pay attention to eBay. Honestly, is a good place for it. You can post on Mech Market, which is kind of a nightmare, but I mean, you can find it there. Yeah, Brown Alps are
You can also
tough.
find like electronic recycling centers.
Yeah, if you're lucky enough to have one. I know that I'm not allowed in my recycling center anymore because I asked them for stuff too much, and they don't really allow that. So I was told to please no longer come.
Please
And
get the fuck out.
Please, sir, stop coming and asking us for things. We don't have them.
Hilarious.
which I know is crap because the one guy was like, "Oh yeah, I got a Model F battleship out of the trash," and I was like, "Oh yeah, you guys don't get any fucking keyboards, do you, jackass?"
Were you like, hey, if you get this board, can you call me? And they were like, we don't even know what the fuck that is.
I was like, do you guys get a lot of keyboards? And they were like, what? And so then I couldn't explain it over the phone, so I went there and I showed them some vintage boards that I have, and I was like, hey, can you watch out for things like this? And they were like, nah, bro. And one guy was like, I'll keep you in mind. And then when I went back next time, they were like, sir, you can't just walk in here. And I'm like, but cars drive in here to drop off stuff all the time. And they were like, yeah, but they're not like trying to buy things from us. We don't even have a way to sell you things. I'm like, so just, let me take them. Like, we're not doing that. Just leave. I was like, all right, guys, sounds good. That sounds good. I'll just go.
Nice and
because I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm not a terribly confrontational person. So TSC has a good idea. Just recruit your friends to go ask at different times of day.
That's why we have Willio, because I hate confronting people.
Will is one of those people that I think will be in my heart forever.
I love me some Willio 70.
Because I'll just be like, I don't want to tell this guy something. He's like, I'm on it. Let's do it. Fuck it.
He's already started typing when you're like, hey, Will. All right.
He's like,
you son of a... Like, he's typing it out already.
He's like, I have been waiting for this moment.
There's many songs that talk about moments, right? One Shining Moment, that's March Madness.
Moment, yeah. You reach for the sky.
And then sometimes you get crazy assholes like me that sing it on stage for their work conferences. That was the song that they asked me to sing, was One Shining Moment.
Mint, are you still in chat?
Love me some Nat. If you can hear me, I want to say hello.
What's up? What sucks is we went to NorCal, and we were still growing at that. We had not done the 24-hour stream, which was kind of a big shift for us for the first 24-hour stream. And so there are all these people that we knew, and we had interviewed Mentorly at the time. We were just kind of like, oh, hey, what's up? Yeah. And it was just kind of quick. And now I feel like within 2 months, there was like, oh, I remember meeting you at the NorCal meetup. Now I want to talk to you for 6 hours.
Yeah. Right? Like we didn't even, it was just like, oh, hey. And then she was like looking at me all weird because she thought I was Jay. And I think she was trying to figure out how I got there from.
Oh, God. That's good. Yeah, I'm very fortunate to have been a part of some truly interesting group buys. I'll use that word. So the same money that I spent on the Doro 67, I met a bunch of people from there, including Old Cat, and that then led me to the Think 65, which brought me to the Gray Studio Discord. And I have been the very lucky, very fortunate person to have met and spent a lot of time talking with Minterly, Nat, both of our lovely friends from Smith and Rune. They were in that chat as well. Moon, that's where I met Moon initially, which is part of how I got kind of pulled in here. And it just kind of all trickles down where now I'm like, there was a day I sent Chewy a message and I was like, hey man, just wanted to check in. I feel like I haven't talked to you forever. And it was a day. We had skipped one evening of hanging out online, and it was one day, and I was like, God, it feels so long.
I mean, random message too, and I'm just like, God, why is it gonna be so damn nice? Why is it gonna be so wholesome?
Well, I think about you guys. I'm just my life is occupied with thoughts of others, and it's nice, but it's also like, I don't know, maybe it's my weird coping mechanism to never actually evaluate who I am. Therapy after dark.
After
Jeff. By the way, that's who I am, by the way. So Jeff, that's who I am. So if you hear me, Yeah, it's
Yeah.
partially because I'm from the Midwest, but like there's this nice component where I want to say hi to people and I'm concerned about other people, and there's very like a service level component there. But also I'm so damn passive aggressive because of it. So I've got I've got this idea that which actually will dovetail nicely into a thing where I like to call it the Midwest Minute, where you spend about 60 seconds in a very Midwest accent complaining or like venting about something and how passive aggressive you can be about it. So the one that I recently have thought of was, and I'll share it with you now, is so my neighbor Jim, right? I'm outside. I'm fixing the gutter extenders, right, so that the water doesn't go down in the foundation of the house. Because once the water gets down there and your foundation starts to slip, well, then you may as well buy a new house and tear this one down because that's just going to go anyways. So I'm outside. I'm doing this, right? Jim comes up to me and Jim says, "Hey, Jeff, I just wanted to check and see if you're okay if I fix this small section of fence for you." And well, the fence is actually mine. It's about 6 inches in on my side of the property, right? So, anyways, there's this 2-panel section of this chain link fence of mine that actually, it kind of dips down. Like the foundation itself, it kind of goes down, right? So Jim says, "Hey, I want to fix it," because he just remodeled his house. He actually just got married, and so they remodeled some stuff because that was like her wedding present. Anyway, so Jim says, "I'm going to fix this," right? And he goes, "Just this section here, and I want to put up this wood fence." Wood fence. It's a damn chain link fence. So now what my problem is here, I've got this nice guy who's going to pay it for himself and he's fixing this fence for me, right? And Jim here, he's going to put a wood fence. So now 10 to 15% of my fence is a wood fence and the rest of it is chain link. How am I supposed to go to my neighbors and say, "Look, I'm an upstanding homeowner here with most of my fence is one material and the other part of my fence is another." Golly, I tell you. Nice.
And this is why I love Lang. I hang on to every fucking word that he says.
And that was more than a minute, but that's the Minnesota the Midwest Minute, right?
Midwest.
I'll update guests real quick.
We also need to update. We're not. This is not golf
We're here
with
with
friends at the
Crime
moment.
Caps.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay,
I got it,
so
I got it.
some things here, right? This right here, this is our PCB. Okay. She's a green one. She's a prototype one. Okay. This is I believe a Rev 1, right? And our friend at the PCB design world has put little, and I can't get it to focus here. I'm trying. Has put little bits here, left, down, right. They've put switch indicators on what everything does, and even my favorite is which space bar switch we're going to use today.
Oof.
Is there, and then left alt, super left control, all that stuff. So yeah, if termites start eating the chain link fence, then we know that we have a very serious problem and we need to move, burn things down and move. So yes. All right.
So let's see. Sponge EV and Flashed. Welcome back. I hope you had.
Do you think I would use anything other than 7? Sorry, Chewy.
Good. I hope you guys had some good sleep.
Did decline?
We are back.
Did decline? I vibed so hard with the highlight message you just put.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Let me save that.
What a burger greater than In-N-Out.
What is happening with what a burger greater than In-N-Out?
That's what he says.
It's on our messages.
You know what, Jorts, you're not wrong. The fence is just the start. However, in the 3.5 years that I've lived here, Jim has been a pretty stand-up guy. I assume that if we were to be
not
friends,
a lot of sitting down.
Maybe we wouldn't jive, but
I like that.
Oh, you know what? That's a good question, Moon. Maybe because I'm almost exactly an hour in and I made people wait for an actual build. We could mechs on deck, gents. What do you think about giving away a set of grain?
Good.
Did they walk away?
No.
How are you doing on stabs?
I am mounting them to the PCB.
Why don't we do it after we get stabs done?
Okay, that's fine.
Cool, because
So
I'm taking apart switches right now, and I want to get all of these apart before I move things around to set up marbles. Marbles.
Heard. That's all right.
And yes,
so
guys, chat 75% board, split backspace.
Yes, because that is the correct way to build the worst layout board. I'm not a 75% guy, so
Very upset that you're not going to use.
I'm sorry,
Psycho
sweetness.
Sensor.
Don't hate me, okay? Don't hate me. So question is, what switches am I building? These are creams with Oompa Loompa stems and 78-gram sprit springs because I had those lying around, so I put them in a board.
Even Mike. I'm that Josh. I am you or you, Josh. I put split backspace on my Austin. So I also need to update the exclamation point build.
Yeah, I should probably have one of those commands. So
I am.
at some point, I feel like I'm going to sing.
Let it out, man. Let it out. Okay, so the reason why this is on my Grail, and my Grail list is short. 4 board. Key Colt 160. It's a Fiel, a Singa,
So bad.
and a TXC. I have a Fiel. I have a Singa now. Well, will eventually once I'm done with this. What's up? I've got some T1s, but 59. I love it. There's like 3 T1s that are they're on the far right of that switch drawer thing. One of them are in there. So I went up. I told this story last Wednesday. For those who are not here, I went up to try out the Iron 165. I met Luke there, and I was talking to Nat as well. And I was just talking, and he had a poly. He had a Singa there, but it was actually a aluminum one. And I love the layout of the Singa. I always have. The first time I actually tried Holy Pandas on anything was on a Singa by a guy here in Dallas, a full board. And I almost got one, but I decided against it because I was like, I really want to get this TX60, the antique one. But then next to it was a Think 6.5 in polycarb with Holy, and it was the best sounding board I've ever. And okay, need to get one. I mean, right? And move my mic. I can't really go with this. But, well, like here, go over. You just want a little bit. Oh, okay. Right. There. Still a little long. But yeah, so after trying that, what set are you using for the Singa? Split backspace means you kind of need a solid colored set. Technically, no. I'm probably going to go with mode.
That's a good question. We are going to, weirdly, I'm going to take and put a purple gal on this set, or on this keyboard over here. I'm going to put Midolette on it.
As a temporary.
Yeah, it's a temporary, because it ends up on a fully purple board when it finds its final home. Okay. So.
If you're curious, my fingernails have turned from dyeing my hair.
So Frops, I don't know if we talked about this, but these cruciform screws, these Phillips head screws, I don't know if you're still using Phillips on your V2, but as a matter of preference, I would prefer hex for if I were to buy in that. So just figured I'd share that with you. And again, prototype, right? So I ain't even upset about this. Yeah, see, I knew you'd take care of that. They no longer have Phillips head. Because use a smart one. Yeah, Torx. Hell yes.
Torque life. Breakfast in Paris. Hello.
Yeah, so... Oh, I hope everyone's having a good night.
On the subject of fast food, we finally got a Chick-fil-A in the UK, but it's closing down already.
Interesting.
Why is it closing down already? Because of the COVIDs?
Corona.
I mean, it's likely that. They have this crazy thing. And so, as I was in restaurants for many years, right? And
A rights, they said. That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I pay attention to like average unit volume of other restaurants out in the world, and one of the things that is wild to me is the average unit volume of McDonald's is somewhere in the just over $1 million a year in sales per store. It's like a 1.1, 1.2, and the average unit volume of a Chick-fil-A is over 5. They do almost 5 times the amount of sales as a regular McDonald's does.
Dude.
And I would have never thought it would be that much of a magnitude higher. I could see double. No problem. Oh, also, I didn't put any washers on my stabs, guys. So I'm going to go back and do that after a minute.
Dude, the Chick-fil-A's here will have like the double drive-through, and it'll still be wrapped around the parking lot. Like they had to make a street a one-way street near where I work because of the Chick-fil-A line. How long it?
That's wild to me.
They have good mac and cheese. What can I say?
They do have good mac and cheese.
Okay, I ain't mad about that. I ain't mad about mac and cheese. That's for sure.
And this is the first time in a hot minute on the board. And since this is not a fixed rate, I'm going to have to do switch alignment.
Oh, fun.
The Lord knows how much I love switch alignment.
Is that not the reason why you do build streams? Is for switch alignment?
Yeah, dude.
I honestly thought it was your favorite thing.
Shoot up!
Yeah, Derbs, I happen to think the layout on this board is really nice. I'm going to do split backy spaces on this because that's the backspace master race.
It's the correct backspace.
So...
Can you ask Lang about the first time he met Urban?
Oh, shit.
That's Urban.
You know, it's one of those things that goes down in lore. The first time I met him physically in person, we had lunch. And it was a really lovely time. I had a tomato bisque. He got a salad because he actually takes care of his body. And is not massively overweight like someone like me. And, it was a good time. I showed him the stolen FE. I think was the first time we saw it in person, right? I forget that part of the tale, but I'm pulling a Chewy special with my stab testing here. I have a set that's currently not being used, and I have already selected the keys in the correct widths and things. And I know that's an enter on a shift, but I don't care. I just want a 225. So... all right, let's test these here stabs, boys and gals.
Stab test.
George, there's a good question about how brass was Urban. Urban's body is toned and sculpted physically. And so he himself is basically a piece of metal, albeit a sexy piece of metal. He was quite brass. And he happens to be originally French. He doesn't have an accent now, but he can slip into it very easily. And I mean, I'm putty when he's speaking to me.
Oh, what key set are you putting on this one?
So
That's
this one I'm
nice.
going to do. I've got it here from my workbench. Midolette. I'm going to do this purple gal here. So it's going to be fun.
Alright.
Going to pull it from my work bed bench. You know, I think that there's probably a joke there about how the bed is my workbench. Really doing some work there. Yes, good
It's a
point
very
there.
horny key building.
It's a very horny key building stream, as Cliff points out. Very hornies. It's just how we do in Langlandia. Well, I mean, it's true, right? I mean, you guys have been in chat with me before. Voice chatting it up.
I just ate my steaks. My God.
Wow. So, and yeah, it's a horny stream, that's for sure.
I want to like.
All right, what? I missed the cupcake building. My sister-in-law had her 30th birthday today. So, what kind of cupcakes are they?
They look
Oh, that's
so
right.
good.
You did mention that, Chewy. And that's when I was going to say, for my sister-in-law's 30th, I made her caramel rolls from scratch. So, and none of that like baking powder, baking soda stuff. They're all kinds of yeast risen. So,
Oh, like a doodle bob the way I know they're very not good for you, but my tasty as shit.
I love it. Butter and sugar, fat and sugar is what gets me. You know. So
Right.
Derbs, good question. These are from the same set. This is a novelty enter. So this is GMK 2018 Valentine, and it was not a well-loved set. It did not sell super well, but I had to have it for a Valentine's gift for my wife. I gave her this Austin. And because the row profiles don't support an 1800, I currently have Voyage on that. Because I'm waiting on Olivia for that. Olivia++. So
When I came over this morning, I went in the kitchen and Doodle Bob was in the kitchen, and I looked like right next to the fridge, sitting on the counter, was like 7 whole sticks of butter. So I don't know
Yeah.
how much of that is in these cupcakes, and how much of that was in the dinner that we had that she made for us. But man, getting spoiled.
I have a. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that's it.
Oh yeah, Pink Cafe, Nathan. That's a good point. Pink Cafe, not Olivia++. Well, really, it's just a monochrome set, anyways. So they're all the same, right? God, that meme. This is never gonna die. It's so exciting.
Hey, it was 6, not 7. Okay, yeah, 6 sticks of butter.
6 sticks to butter.
And she's very, very true. Baking is not meant to be healthy.
No,
It's
no.
enjoyable.
So a couple of things. GMK Blue Cafe is pretty nice too. I don't know which GMK Blue Cafe you're talking about. I assume you mean Rudy. So Fropsy, why wouldn't I go split backspace on this board? Oh, Mizu's Blue Cafe. I'm sorry. I always forget which one is Blue Cafe.
I thought it was Hydro.
Seriously, split backspace everything. I have, I think, 4 TKLs on the way, and all of them I have planned split backspace. Why would I not do that? Split backspace. My backspace being here, where the pipe key goes. Oof, it's the correct place to put it. So. Also, one thing I want to point out here, Fropsy, and you can speak to this in chat, but this plate and its cuts in it. Okay, so there's obviously some deflection going on here towards the middle, more center of the plate. But one thing that I want to say is with these flexes here on the mounting points, it actually has a lot of good give despite being a brass plate. So I'm excited to type on this guy. Or maybe she's a gal. I don't know. I don't know how this individual wants to identify, but you know what? We'll go they. That way I'm not offending anyone. Ooh, Purple Cafe is really good. Vaporwave is solid set.
Is every set now just like color cafe?
Well, that's the meme, right? Like I can't not. It's Black Cafe. That's why I didn't buy into Metaverse. It's just I already have a brown version coming, so a slightly less black. Oh God. Also, just to remind you guys that I am in the Spank Me Daddy t-shirt. So.
Oh man. Chad,
Spank Me Daddy. Wait, what?
You're on our stream as well. Like we have a.
You do. So. I haven't even. I'm sorry. I'm so bad at this game. I haven't even been watching you. I just tried to type on the board I was going to build. Oh God! How often do you do that?
Not even joking. All the time. At least once a build.
I love it. I'm right there. That's so cute. This is so fun. Thanks for having me.
Of course, dude. Thanks for being amazing.
Well, I try. I give a lot of credit to my brother.
Giveaway?
Oh yeah, that grain giveaway. Have you tested stabs yet, Stuart? I only peeked in.
You still figuring to add those.
Friends, do we want stepped?
I found out the stab was actually broken.
Stepped all the way.
So
let's go regular on this. Ooh, stepped? All right, stepped it is.
Yeah.
Oh, where's my switch puller? Ooh, every single one is stepped. Every single person says.
Dude,
oh, wow.
Man.
That is just master race.
There it is.
I usually do, but I was like, well, let's get freaky.
Yeah, I'm down to roll a giveaway.
All right. So, friends, here's the jam. Because there are more people to potentially win it, and because they actually are proper streamers, if you want to join for a set of Infinity grain, and I will post the group buy link in my chat here for y'all. That's the set. We're going to give away 2 total sets while I'm on, and this will be the first. So, same jam with them. They're going to do a giveaway, and you'll have to hit them up on Twitch. You'll have to hit up the Mechs on Deck guys, and they will have you fill out a form. And then that is how you will receive your giveaway. You have to be here. You have to respond after they do the marbles run in order to actually win it. So make sure that you stick around. Did I do okay?
You did fantastic.
Notice me.
You did amazing. I'm just stuffing my face with desserts.
All right, chat. You got to pick a good map. Pick a.
Yeah, you get to vote on the all of that. See, I couldn't think of a better stream to join to give away stuff or be my first stream, because you guys know what the hell you're doing already. Like you're letting them you're letting them pick which map they're doing. You're using marbles. Like, oh my God.
Listen, you rephrase that. Osiris knows what he's doing.
To be fair, marbles was your idea.
Dale in my chat, #vote69.
The options are 1 through 54. I'll let you know that. Not.
Oh man.
I feel
guys,
like
it's just annoying, Eric, at this point. So make sure that you just vote 69. Okay.
Marbles will be like hotels on the 13th floor. They'll just skip 69.
So this is a good question, especially for this giveaway. The question in my chat is, how do you compare Infinity to GMK? So to be candid, there really isn't much comparison. Yeah, outside of the profile. So number one, GMK is ABS plastic, and has double shot molds. So the legends are very crisp. They will never wear unless you literally wear through the entire cap. And the quality usually is basically ruining for you because you don't want anything of lesser quality. Now, Infinikey is the same profile, but the plastic is PBT, so it sounds different, feels different, and as a result is dye sublimated. So the legends have gotten much better. I know that for anyone that joined with, the first run through Infinikey Katakana, there was some questionable stuff that happened with that legend issues. But I since have received 2 different examples of their updated legends, and honestly, I love them. And I can go get a set to show you here after a little while. But the crispness of the legends is great. I love the feel. It's almost like a weird velvet feel. Like it's very interesting to me. But I'm a big fan of Infinikey. There will be a set that we tease that will be Infinikey as well here soon. So spoilers, leaks on that one. I haven't said anything about who it would be through yet, but that will tease soon, and that's a collaboration with me and Tyler Durden of CYO Keycaps. So I'm really excited about that. He's really excited about that, and yeah, we can talk about that after the giveaway. Actually, we'll do that if you're okay with that, gentlemen.
I was told to ask you about a video.
Oh, there is a video as well that we could talk about. There is something that I'm doing in collaboration with some friends, like an I am me, you are you type, where there may or may not be some additional content to view. So I think that we should also watch a video at some point here soon.
Okay,
so,
chat.
And yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think the map House of Pain is winning. Map 21. We're going to get that and then type !play to be entered to win one of 2 sets of Infinikey Grain. Mr. Langlandia's most recent set. Finished up a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's wild to think that it already is over.
Your boy got in on it. Chewy I'm beyond excited. Now that Peaches and Cream is here, it's like all hype for Grain.
Infinikey, what was it? Pastel orange was good.
Yeah, that pastel stuff, especially the rainbow set.
Rainbow was nice.
My wife got the rainbow set, or another one we're very excited for.
Oh, somebody got their GMK or their cat milkshake. It looks like
cat milk.
Oh,
apparently somebody just got it.
Mr. Leo, I'm sorry to hear that.
Okay.
Frops, am I going right aligned for these? I'm too lazy to bother to get a bottom row and measure it out. So Fropsy, if you're still awake, tell me which 3. I assume they're the right side of these. 7U. There's no other spacebar in my opinion. Oh, Frops, you're just laying in bed. Gotta be damage control, you sucker. Yeah, I assume it's the right, but I just wanted to ask.
Played Valorant with Frops.
What's wrong? Jorts. Oh, 6U? No.
6U.
This is a different. This actually is a different one. So some of you maybe have noticed, but this 225 here is something I'm not used to. Is having 2 225s on a 65%. Well, a 660. So, or I guess maybe that's normal on a 660. This is my first with this layout. So, yeah, I'm good on that.
Vape is not. There's a lot of stuff that's not. But
neither is buying a bunch of
cupcakes.
You're gonna make me do it, aren't you? Damn it! !
Play in the chat to be entered to win a set of Infinikey Grain. Get in here, boys and girls. You want this set? It's hot.
You want it?
It's hot.
I love how you just literally shout at them.
Get this goddamn shit. Max on deck, can you ask Lang what he looks for in a great keyboard web store?
Ooh, that's interesting. You know, I'm usually not much of a complainy bear when it comes to that kind of stuff. One thing that does, like,
Damn it, Lang.
what?
Complainy bear. Like,
This is how I
Way
talk.
there.
it's just one of those.
Oh,
This
okay.
is just
Thank you, Foxy.
Langism.
This is just how I talk. So, no, the one thing that bothers me is if I have a store, and I'm not going to name any names, but if I have a store where I put something in my cart, and then it takes me to the cart immediately, or where I have
God, I hate
to
that.
go navigate back to the page, and there's not a good link for me to go back to the page to add more to my cart, that annoys me greatly. So,
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't really have much issue.
I don't like websites that email me saying, you left something in your cart. I'm like, fuck off. Sometimes I'm just trying to check prices. Yeah.
Amazon. Yeah. I hate that Amazon takes you directly to the cart. That's the most annoying thing in there.
Exclamation
Yeah, I
point
don't-
play in here.
Yeah, guys, play some marbles. Oh, and I'm about to solder it up. I think I'm going to take a
Literally
drink or
said
two,
I have another key set coming.
and then I think that I could pull up some pictures after this here thing. Oh, also, I am a classy lady, so I have wine in a pink cup, and it's also rosé because we all about that theme.
Trey Allen, what is up?
Oh man, Mika is in your stream. Oh, hello, Mika.
I need
Many
to get
hearts
some
to
late
you.
Allen caps.
They're so good. I have some.
Man, I'm still upset that we gave those ones away. I had them for so long because I didn't want to give them away, but then we gave them away.
Let's see,
They're
we've
so
got
beautiful.
two, the cafe ones. Come on, you gonna do it? You're not gonna do it, are you? See, this is part of why I need updated freaking gear. It's just bad, right? Anyways, these are gonna go on the milk. Heavy reds. I like that a lot, Josh. TSC, you said you have something for me. Is it in link form or am I downloading this item?
No, TSC is actually a Nigerian prince.
Wow, Nathan got yeeted off the side like immediately. I'm sorry about that, Nathan.
Oh, don't forget to use exclamation point boost.
Yeah, don't forget the boost. Don't use it too early though.
Exactly.
But don't use it too late either, you know.
Yeah.
Love how last time we did a 24-hour stream, Chewy did a Holy Panda build like around this same time. And they were really tight in the play. Kind of issues right now, but not as bad.
Not as bad. My thumbs are still going to hurt tomorrow. This is a snug plate.
Sir Ivan Leo. Stale Dale, thank you for gifting us sub to Holy Panda.
Oh
Sure,
my
Holy
god.
Panda will enjoy that. Fropsy,
Take one away from
you're taking.
Bubba Hatter.
Oh man, unfortunately, Fropsy, you're second.
Who won?
Sir Ivan Leo.
Sir Ivan Leo.
Oh, congrats.
Congratulations. Man.
Aw.
Got yourself
That
some
set
grain.
does come with the mega add-on kit, so you should be able to put that on
Ooh.
any layout board that you have. So,
Sir Ivan Leo, I've sent you a whisper in the chat. Please PM me back on the whisper to let me know that you got it.
Desk mats are so
Whisper
nice.
is
all right.
The
So,
whisper is on Twitch.
I have a bit of a story before I get into soldering this, and before I show you a video. There is at least a good tease and link here. So let me back up a couple of months. So a couple of months ago, my brother gave me the initial idea for this thing. Okay. And he said, what if you did a set based on this? And I said, yes, that's a fantastic freaking idea. And so, Derbs, yes, there will be extras of grain.
Great.
And so I started working on this set based on this idea my brother had given me, and he and I kind of went back and forth, and we ended up kind of hitting a wall, right? I was doing initial renders of it, and I just could not figure out how to lay these colors out. So I kind of gave up, and I said, you know what? Sometimes you make progress on things if you walk away from them. So I walked away from it. Okay, and it's been a little bit now, maybe a week and a half or two. I'm getting up from my desk. I'm going to go to sleep, and I get a whisper from Tyler Durden's CYO keycaps, and it is a mock-up for a set inspired on the exact same thing. And so I was like, I sat back down and we started talking, and he then proceeded to work furiously with me on this here set. So from myself, Tyler Durden's and original idea on my end from my brother, who is that Cliff guy in the chat here, we have a set for you, and I'm going to add a thing here so that you can see it. Window capture. I wonder if I can do this. Okay, there we go. So what you're looking at here is a mock-up of a desk mat. And this desk mat is for a set that is inspired by the TR-808. We have already teased this a little bit, but this is going to be the mat that accompanies this set. And as of right now, I'm not going to show you the entire set because we may or may have to do a little more work on it. But that being said, one thing that makes me extremely excited about this, I already told you that it is going to be run through with Infinikey, right? But all of the designer proceeds from all three of us are 100% going to a specific charity of our choice. And I know that they get a lot of crap because of one reason or another, but the key company is matching that donation with us. So every single set sold will give $10 to a charity called the Children's Music Fund. And I'm going to grab you that link here just in case you are interested in learning what they do. There were a few things, and this was initially Tyler Durden's idea. He wanted to do a set that he was excited about, but also donate it. And I immediately latched onto that idea. And he said it should be music, obviously, but he specifically wanted to target children because they seem to sometimes be an underrepresented form of giving, especially right now, because so many people are in such dire straits that maybe sometimes the kids are falling by the wayside, whether that's not getting enough time with their parents because their parents are working and trying to school, whatever it is. But the Children's Music Fund, one thing they do is they do music therapy with children that are sick, and they actually are struggling a lot right now because they have double isolated children who already needed to be isolated prior to the pandemic and who are alone. So they're doing a lot of music therapy, whether that's over Zoom or sitting outside of the room playing to them. They donate instruments, they give music lessons. They're a wonderful charity, and I'm very, very excited to partner with them. And mad props to both my brother for giving the idea for the set to me, and Tyler Durden's of his own volition coming up with that and us and saying let's work together. So there's going to be some other things that go with it, like proceeds of the desk mat are going to go there. There will be a kind of a small novelty kit that proceeds of that'll go there. So I would really like to try and hit a very large number for them. Their annual budget's only $40,000 a year. So this money will go a long way for a charity that does a lot of good work. So that's the tease there. And IC will hit sometime this week, maybe as early as Wednesday, as late as Friday or Saturday. But if you like the TR-808, if you like giving money to children, and if you like Infinikey, which I do, please check it out. So, and shill program. I'm not a programmer, so what is that? / and shill. I don't know something.
And d/, the reason why there's an audio and video desync like delay on our stream is because I'm literally just capturing full screen of his actual stream, so you're hearing it in real time, and you're seeing the Twitch delay from him.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's just we wanted to be able to show that. Everyone needs to look at his beautiful face.
Jesus.
And that beautiful.
Maybe when I get a better camera, it'll make you realize just how not pretty it is. So, what's another thing I can share?
What's crazy is I actually had an idea about a set called GMK Synth. I don't know what this is going to be. I think you said it was Infinikey, right?
Yeah, so this one will be Infinikey. And we wanted to do that because we wanted to get a lot of compatibility for a lower cost. Right. So that was why we targeted that.
And the thing is that the TR-808, which the set is based off of, is probably the single most important.
Yup. That 808 with the boom, boom, boom.
Like everyone has heard the sound of a TR.
Oh, that's what I'll share. I'll share a playlist of songs that our friend made because he is amazing. Let's see. I want to share that, but I got to grab that link. Share. Copy playlist link. Put in the thing with the people. That is a playlist created by Tyler Durdens of CYO Keycaps of all songs. All of it are songs that were created using the 808, the TR-808. And it is wild how many things the TR-808 have spawned. It completely changed the landscape of what music sounds like, what music is in terms of pop music. Gave birth to trap, just everything. It's wild. So check it out, see if you like it. And I hope you do. So my iron's heating up here. I'm going to take a sippy sip of wine. Oh, we all about that soldering on Langlandia now. How are you guys doing? I haven't checked you out in a minute.
Putting switches in.
Yeah, he's getting them fat pandas.
Oh yeah, that's always a tough thing.
Takes a while. I'm lubing some T1s for board that we are building later this morning, I guess. Later this morning, for actually giveaway. We're gonna build this board and then we give it away to some chat.
Asla Full has pointed out that I would be super nervous if Urban were watching me solder. Urban happens to be some kind of a weird savant with soldering. So soldering in front of him should cause some level of stress. But, Mish is a good friend and I just don't care what he thinks. So that's where I'm at with that.
Is he a solder god?
Delphin, solder for life, dude.
Solder for life. Where did I put my solder? There it is. In case you're wondering, it is the Kester, as should be, right? The
all things should be.
The 6337 Kester rosin core. Right.
I don't know if that's the exact one, but Kester.
Yeah, and this might be controversial, but I'm a all switches solder kind of cat. So, actually, you know what? I should tin this tip.
Gotta tin the tip, before and after.
Yep.
Keeps it clean, keeps that tip nice and ready to go.
There we go. I'm sure that Urban, if he's still awake and watching this, is nervous for me.
He is in chat.
Shoutouts to everyone who's stayed up late. It is 2:30
for real.
in the morning.
339 for me.
If you've been here the whole time, throw a message in chat. Because I think we all have a good idea of who's been here and who has. Stale, absolutely.
I couldn't be here, but I did leave it open so that you had an additional viewer.
Viewer counts, baby.
Klein, definitely. L. Thompson, hell yeah. Propsy, in and out. I will count it. Brez, definitely. Olansky, my computer was on.
Lana likes thick. I like your name.
I am soldering at 318 Celsius. Super specific, which is 605 Fahrenheit. Well, it's like 604.8, so whatever, kids.
You go for the Celsius. You don't go for the freedom units, huh?
I mean, I do enjoy me some Celsius just because with the exception of I think 2 countries use metric, so I do my best to know it at least a little bit. Thanks, Fropsy. Have a good sleep, baby girl. You know you're my world.
How are those thumbs doing? You're getting pretty red.
Oh, I thought you were asking me. I'm like, girl, I'm already done.
Thank you for the sub, that Clifford Mao.
Oh, look at that. That Cliff, he happens to be the brother I mentioned.
Oh.
That is also a moderator in this here stream over in Langlandia. So.
In Langlandia. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
it just kind of works for everything, right? Welcome to Langlandia. You know, it's the whole thing.
I'm gifted.
Can you make, when you finally get your, holy shit, Sean Francis Ryan Esquire is what I'm assuming that stands for. Thank you for the 5 tier 1 gifts.
Ooh, damn.
When you get affiliate and you get a sub button, can you make your sub sound you saying dingle dangle, I've got a new langle?
Okay, so you're gonna have to write that down for me, and the answer is yes. Sure. I literally have no idea what I do to get people to sub or follow or anything like that. People are following, which is wild to me, thank you, by the way. If you hit that follow button, I appreciate you. I'm going to start doing weekly streams.
Buy a bunch of bots, then tell people that their subs are the only way to fight off the bots.
I think that might be against Twitch terms of service, and by might, I mean it definitely is. But you'll get your affiliate once stream. You're already going to probably have the followers, and then you just got to average at least like 3 viewers like a week or something.
That's weird. Leo, you should probably figure out how to change the temp on your solder station. I'm watching your chat now too.
Olinsky, we are in fact still taking messages for the desk mat.
I think
use those channels.
it is about.
And they gave me a very large amount of time, so I am intentionally going basically as slowly as I can.
Which is fine, because I'm taking my sweet ass time on accident.
Yeah, so just...
Can't rush a grail.
You really can't, though, right?
Yeah, no, you shouldn't rush.
Tommy Hong,
It is almost 4 a.m. for me, so I think I'm gonna head to sleep. It was good talking with you guys. It was good playing. It was good stuff.
Yeah,
Thanks,
man.
baby.
Hey, thank you all. Thank you for all the subs, man. Like
holy shit. Yeah.
I know it was like a joke, but it's also like super helpful.
Well, I also just gifted one more.
Good night. Good night, chat. Good lord, dude. This made us laugh.
Yeah, you guys take care.
Man.
What are you doing?
Wild. Just now realizing I could have put this away a long time ago. I don't need that anymore.
For alpacas. Yeah, they do look like alpacas. Ooh, look at that one.
Oh, man.
You know, sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty with a grail.
You know, if you're not in pain, are you really building a board?
That's a solid question. You know? All right.
They are grails for a reason.
Listen, you're going to like that board. I'm not all about that 75 life.
Lily titty.
Just so versatile. Every 75 can be different.
I just think
than
F keys are
anything.
dumb.
I mean, they are. Like, let's be real. Who uses their F keys?
My
all the
brother
time?
had a fucking fit when I gave him his first keyboard and it didn't have F keys. And yes, I know you can hear that right now. I just soldered something that's not even a pin because I'm a dumbass. Because I was thinking about a video that I should play. All right, let's see if I can't get that. Where is that there link? Here we go.
Play. As I'm
What's
listening to music in my ear, and you're
Oh, sorry.
No, it's great because you literally went like perfectly in tune with what I'm listening to.
Oh, really?
What?
Okay, so I've
always
got a
great, isn't it?
video that I know is going to be small for you guys, but there's a thing, and I'll post the link here in chat, or at TSC will, but myself and Tiny Shiny Crumb and I Am Me, You Are You have embarked on a thing. So
I like things.
yeah, so I hope that this is loud enough for everyone, that you can hear it. And you know what I should do is I should turn off some music there in my stream, and then I'm going to play this video for you. So I hope that it works. And maybe we're not going to get any sound. I hope it's not too quiet.
I'm Josh.
I'm Kate.
Oh, it's too quiet. It's too quiet.
And we're Kalanopes.
Hi, everyone.
Tell you what. Let's make it louder, huh?
Hey, can you send me that link?
Yeah, sure. Oh, this is what we call a scuffed stream right here, boys and girls. There's that link. I'm going to try and see if this is any louder for everyone. Well,
All right, chat. We're gonna watch this video real quick so you can see what's going on, what they are doing.
we'll try this. Dear viewer, little do you know that. Oh man! All right. Well, it's not really louder. So here's what I'm going to do: is I'm gonna give that up. Okay. I'm gonna give
I'm
that
Josh.
up, and I'm just gonna do this. If you want to watch a thing,
I'm Kate.
do that. And if you're on the Mex on Deck stream,
And we're
go
Kalanopes.
look at
Hi,
that.
everyone, and we're
So-
Kalanopes.
That's Cal. And sorry about that.
Yes.
Oh,
we're the
that's
Elvis.
embarrassing.
Oh, geez.
This is why we practice.
We're Elvis.
Bruh. Bruh.
Dear co-hosts, what on earth are we doing making this video at question mark time at night? Stop.
So Kalanopes are three nerds from, a couple places in the country. And what we want is to make more educational and more fun content.
Well, and so to clarify on this one, not necessarily that we feel. Yeah, Eric, I don't. Bad content. I just spammed the link and called her a day. So there's a video you guys can watch that is our first try. So we're just having some fun. We're announcing some stuff. The idea behind it is maybe we want to create some content that doesn't necessarily exist in the community right now.
A bit silly.
It's so
more of a video
that's
educational
It's so Midwest
type,
kind.
Okay to be silly.
and
It's so Midwest
not
kind of you guys
necessarily just
to,
for keyboards.
to say
Like planned
to
early
clarify
on is
that,
a series on
effectively,
color.
we
how
think all
color
the other
works.
content
Why
is great. We do. We
is
just
it
want
that
things that
the
are fun
renders
for
look
us.
different than the key set that shows up, and what is the stuff that goes behind that? So that's where we're going. And obviously, Josh, he's got a good educational stream where he teaches people a lot of stuff. So we're excited about it. And I think here within the next month or so, we're going to start doing some good content and start releasing stuff. But the video really is to introduce the fact that we're doing that, but also, hey guys, we are interested in making videos that you're interested in seeing. So we've got a form that is in the video, and also you can comment on the old YouTubes, but we want to know what topics you want to hear about. If it's specific to mechanical keyboards or whatever, great. Please share that with us. I'd love to hear about it. So
what are the available commands right now? Build. Don't have giveaway set up right now, but grain is going to be the next giveaway. Grain, or not ePBT, but PBT, Infinikey PBT grain, or something grain related at this moment. Cool.
It's gonna take a while for me to break the habit of saying ePBT. It's been so long that E has been ingrained.
Well done. Good pun.
So I'm getting a request from my chat to talk more about my brother, which is the first time I've ever been asked to do that. So I think I'm going to skip that, actually.
Hi, your brother.
He did ask it. So, yeah, and I'm sorry to Josh and Kate. So the other two hosts, Asla, since you're asking so much, is the one that just typed above you. I am me, you are you. And Tiny Shiny Crumb. Those are the hosts. But I still want to do build streams and lube streams and engage in a streaming way. They won't always be the same, but Cliff, check out my SoundCloud, you weirdo. So that's why there's not two more hosts on this one, but they happen to be in chat if you want to talk to them. So
Whoop.
Is that the XLR Go? It is
Hope you guys just caught me almost fucking destroy my desk. Like I hit my hand into this.
How's your soldering going with you?
with what? Are you talking to me?
It's Mr. Lane.
Seems okay. I'm not the most gifted of solderers yet. I've only built about 15 boards, so it'll get better over the time as it goes. And I solder at a lower temperature, so it always takes me a little longer, which I'm not mad about. The point for me to do of this hobby is to do it. So,
you want to do it in the hobby? What?
Yeah.
Thick booty liquor.
Booty liquor. Yeah, I was about to say that. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate it, Mr. Booty Liquor. You are having a fantastic night, or maybe your missus. Who knows? I don't judge anyone. Anyone could like to lick booties.
Is this where we quote "Never go ass to mouth"?
Maybe.
Am I going to get in trouble?
No.
Please don't ban them for TOS Twitch. Come at me first.
I've heard some very interesting things.
Tyler, this is for you. I'm off.
No, you're not. You,
Oh,
like
that
covered
was-
up, back
Oh,
towards
there we
you,
go.
towards you.
It's literally hard to hold the soldering iron right now because it's too hot in my hand because I've just torn the skin off of the tip of my thumb. And yes, I am aware that I keep calling you Tyler. I don't know if you're okay with me saying your real name because CYO. I like 2-syllable names. Specifically, one.
I desperately want to call him the correct name. I desperately want to.
No, that's
Okay, good.
Animal Crossing.
Oh, I'm like,
He-
what the fuck am I hearing?
Actually,
I don't play Animal Crossing. I don't own a Switch.
Yeah,
also-
Osla, thank you for immediately subbing
Where's that box? That was
because you're a boss.
there's a. Is it over there?
Put it back there.
All right, what is it? What is it time for? I want to do something.
It's time for something fun. I'm gonna do a quick unboxing.
I need to answer
Ooh, I
Janky
love
Render's question. He said that he asked, "What is the next giveaway?" It's grain. It's grain.
Grain or
Grain.
a grain desk mat.
It's something to do with grain.
So here's the deal with both sets. I'll send both mats, and then we'll give away a combo of both mats, so that we don't have 9 giveaways for one set. So, how's that sound?
Yeet.
Not gonna lie though, I kept hearing that woo, and I was like, "What is Doodle Bob doing in there that she keeps yelling woo?" It's not a noise I've ever heard her make before.
All right, so I got this, and I don't know what color it is, and I'm very. There's only one color I don't want to see, but there's a couple colors that I do. And I can't open. Oh, it's a tear open. Interesting. This might be the first tear open, completely sealed artisan I've ever received. What color are we getting? I am okay with that. I just did not want. Which is weird because I thought you'd think I'd want yellow and green. This is perfect. I got the.
Focus.
Are you pleased, Chewart?
I am very pleased.
That's good. I should check you out. What you got? What did? Oh, I missed it. What did you grab?
No worries. So Cyrus is fixing, and we can switch to main cam for his main cam for a sec.
Got it.
Show it off.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So, that is from the Artisan Crafters Keymaker. It is the Animal Crossing leaf in an Artisan. Thank you, sir.
I feel like I embody our follower sound right now with the
Oh yeah. Why is that?
the Langlandia. Boy, howdy.
Boy howdy. Boy howdy.
I'm happy
Hey.
for the wife. Yeah, Tyler.
So another aspect of me just being a weirdo is I'm kind of a nerd, and so I'm always curious about what happened on this day in history or whatever else. A lot of random words I'm super into. So I figured that I would tell you and all the streamers that are listening that on this day, May 10th, in history, in the year 1869, the Transcontinental Railroad was completed. So,
Well, thank you. Also, can someone in chat look up the National Day calendar? Let's see what day it is. What national day it is.
Oh, yeah.
We used to do that when I worked at the hotel that Osiris works at. I worked at the front desk, and it was always just something interesting. You try and strike up. You have like 3 to 4 minutes to try and make an everlasting impression on someone.
mm-hmm.
And sometimes you need all the help you can get, and so sometimes just throwing in a little tidbit like, oh, it's today's National Chicken Nuggets Day, and you don't know, that person could love chicken nuggets, and they're like, oh shit, I'm gonna go get chicken nuggets, and then they remember you.
Yep. So after you figure out which national day it is, I would like to very much share a good tip for anyone that doesn't quite know how to strike up those conversations or make those impressions. that I've found very successful for me.
Apparently, it's National Clean Up Your Room Day because it's also Mother's Day. So that
Is Mother's
That's
Day.
probably wise.
I will be contacting my madre in the morning.
But it is the morning. How happy would she be if you called her now?
So, fun story. Story time with Chewy.
I love story time with Chewy.
So, when I was younger, played beer pong a lot. We had a house rule that, so you got your water cup or dip cup, whatever people call it, basically to wash any beer off of the thing, and also to kind of rinse any like hand stuff on the cup or on the ball. So we made a rule that if you shot a ball and it wound up in the water cup, you had to call your mom, tell her what you did. And so it was 1 a.m, and Mama didn't raise no bitch. So I called her. She goes, "You okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I just shot my beer pong ball in the water." And this is how sweet my mother is. My mother goes, "Are you okay?" I called my mom at 1 a.m. to tell her that I accidentally shot a ping pong ball into a cup of water while playing beer pong with my friends. And not mad, not angry, not upset, not anything. She was asking if I was okay.
but
And then she said, "Don't drive tonight." And I said, "Don't worry, we're not." And then made the mistake of saying, "Oh, it's all good, Mom. I'm not going to drive. We got plenty of beer."
Chewy's mom is a saint though. Like you'll be like, I have a stuffy nose, and she'll show up like an hour later with like homemade tomato basil soup with like grilled cheese. Like she'll bring all this stuff to make a grilled cheese, make it in your kitchen, and hand it to you like in bed.
And do the dishes.
And do the dishes.
Well, that's just common courtesy. You can't mess up somebody's kitchen and then leave it that way.
My family's from Alabama, and Southern hospitality. Southern hospitality is a thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Chewy's mom is in fact the best.
And plenty of Gatorade. Is ball in the water code for something? Chew it, cough twice if you're in danger. I don't remember how it got started, but I thought it was hilarious. And I was one of only about 3 people that actually did it.
It took us, I want to say, a whole year to realize that we should just play with cups of water and then drink beers because of how dirty that shit was.
We didn't care about dirtiness. We thought that it was more important to ensure that they were drinking the correct amount. Now, what we have done in the past, which is wasteful, is to counteract that. You pour your 6 or 10 cups of water, and then you pour. You take 10 more cups, and then that's where you pour your beer separated out. But then that just led to full cup beer pong, which is not a good idea.
Nope.
No.
So,
that sounds like the best idea I ever had in college was Edward Growler hands.
Edward
No.
Growler hands.
Edward Growler hands. The 64-ounce growlers.
I have an Edward 40 hand story if you want to hear it, Lang.
I stole a porta potty when I first played Edward 40 hands with Mickey's. So I would love to hear your story.
It was one of the scariest things. So I completed it because Mama didn't raise a quitter.
As you said, Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Mama didn't raise no bitch. Mama didn't raise no quitter. I finished it, and we made the rule that if you chugged the last bit, you would at least get one hand free. It was cut open, and you have to have your mouth to the lip, and someone will cut open your first hand. So when you do that, you can tear the other one off and run to the bathroom.
Yeah,
because that's the problem. It's not I'm going to throw up. It's not. It's.
I need to drink it fast enough that I don't wet myself.
Yes, and my buddy. So I start chugging, and my buddy fucking whips out this guy's name was Duke, and he wore flip-flops even if it was like 4 degrees outside. He flips out a butterfly knife and goes, "Watch this," and slices right where my palm is and misses my hand completely, misses the cup, and does this just perfect clean cut from the duct tape. And I literally almost spit my entire drink up because I was so terrified. But he's like, "No worries, dude, I got it." And goes and just slices it up. And I ran to the bathroom and I came back and I was like, "Dude, you could have cut my thumb off." And he's like, "Nah, dude, it's all good."
I got it. It's fine.
It's fine, dude. I'm like,
Duke sounds like a stand-up gent.
Duke was a very nice guy.
Duke's mom didn't raise no bitch.
That's for damn sure.
We had to go. I don't want to say rescue, but I guess just help out. There were these 2 girls that we were friends with, and they were kind of lured to a frat house. And they called us, and we had to go deal with that. And that was. I am non-confrontational, but that guy was ready to murder someone.
Echo Dax, welcome.
I just stayed in the car. Went to go get him because safety is important, and safety in numbers is even more important. And he was the only one up because he chain smoked. And he was like, he smoked so much at 18 that he couldn't get through the night because he would like have withdrawals in the morning. So he would wake up in the middle of the night to go smoke 2 cigarettes and then go back to sleep.
I feel that. I was a smoker for 11 years.
Anyway, you have stuff you wanted to say, and I started talking about my college years.
No, I love it. I was gonna talk about stupid times when I've been to jail and that kind of shit. So
I can't imagine Langlandia.
Hey, Kadak, our timer
twice.
is from the 24 hours. We did have some technical difficulties in the middle of the stream, but the timer is from a 24-hour countdown.
Exactly.
And yes, it is accurate. We did not keep the timer. I actually had stopped the timer.
And Mr. Chickeno, if you want to put that in our Discord, we have a music channel. You can.
Let's see. Hackerdax, how you doing, man?
Whenever you guys want, we could do a desk mats giveaway. Give away 2 mats, a red and a khaki.
Yeah, I am probably halfway done soldering.
It's hard to hear me. It's because I was like looking down. My microphone requires me to live inside of it.
My brother is reminding me about the time that I made him finish a beer, and inside of that beer to be finished was only head, and it was Keystone Ice.
Keystone Ice!
And then he decided to, because he finished only the head of a beer, he threw up Skittles, and he got to taste the rainbow in reverse, as he likes to say.
I'm going to ask you this because it's a popular drink in Kansas, so it's probably made its way up further north. Have you ever drinking Boone's Farm?
Yes. Very much.
Have you ever thrown up Boone's Farm?
So I have not thrown up Boone's Farm. My now wife, at the time girlfriend in college, once we got Boone's Farm, and she couldn't finish one. She is a very not drinker kind of person.
I mean, she can't even brush her teeth, so. I
know, right? So, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I gotta tell him. Doodle Bob told me the other day. I made some noise or something, and she was like, "Are you?" She was like, "Are you Lang's wife?"
Yeah. Guys, my wife has this thing where she can't and I'm sorry for anyone that gets this trigger warning for a second. That sound that people make. She can't like a hock a loogie. She dry, almost vomits every time she brushes her teeth or to get something out of the back of her throat, and it's hilarious. And apparently now Doodle Bob and Chewy have that as a part of their day-to-day conversations.
Oh man. And Secret Blue 144, we're just crazy cats. We drank a lot of coffee, had some solid food. But yeah, other than that, been it's a good time. We'll be able to stay up as long as we need to.
Yeah, DD decline. DD decline. That's how it is. I'm glad that we're not alone, baby. I'm glad we're not alone. His wife does the same thing. Or I guess her wife could be.
And dude, Din was amazing. It was so good.
Epsilon keyboards. No, so normal time stream will be a more sensible hour on Saturday, to be determined. However, today I'm just sharing the pain with him. It's a good question, though, Mr. Epsilon. So, yeah, that's...
Eco Dax, doing well, man. Doing well. We are making... Chewy's finishing up this Singa. And
Thanks.
Exactly what we have after that. And then we are building another board not too long after that, which is what the switches I'm looping right now are for. And
Guys, I hit a milestone. We already have a bot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
Nice.
my brother already banned him. Yeah. No, so Epsilon, this is literally my first stream ever, so there's some things that are missing, you'll notice. Like that commands command doesn't exist right now. I only have a few. I don't have any stream emotes. I don't have any of that. I don't have a good camera. All of this is in process, but I couldn't pass up hanging out with my friends on their 24-hour streams. So please accept my apologies for that. But the board we're building is a lot of fun. So I'm excited to put this in it and have some fun with it and go from there. So,
did you answer Hackadex?
I did.
Okay, cool. My thoughts are I'm not a fan of Topra. So yeah. Happa made the mistake of taking a nap at midnight. Here I am. Hey, happens. You know who's the king of taking naps at the most inopportune times? That one. I'm not pointing the right way, but I'll point this way because that's how it is.
I am. I take naps at the worst times, and then I end up being awake all night. So I'll take a nap from like 6 p.m. to like 9 p.m. and then I'll stay up till 5 a.m., sleep for like 3 hours, go to work, come home, and do it all over again.
That actually was a very normal thing for a lot of history. And prior to the advent of electricity, what people would do was they would go to sleep relatively early at night, 8 or 9, and then they would wake up kind of in the middle of the night, 1 or 2, stay up for a few hours, go back to sleep until the sun came up. And so apparently this like solo long span of sleeping is why some people have such a problem with insomnia, because there's some levels of insomnia that are just, I can't stay asleep, right? Well, their body clocks, apparently people have just kind of always been that way. So it's not really a problem. It's just, they're more the way they're supposed to be, I guess. Less culturally different. So.
Yeah, I mean,
anyways.
That's kind of how I grinded Overwatch for a long time, is because I would be awake from like 2 a.m. until like 5 a.m. and everyone else was asleep, and I'd be like, well, I guess I'm just going to solo queue Overwatch.
So Epsilon, to answer your question, this is an Austin by Drift Mechanics. So it's a compact full size. So you'll notice this kind of stuff here. So I'm sure he would be happy to think that it was confused for a TX, because they obviously make great keyboards. But he actually just recently posted a round 2 interest check for that, and I believe he also has an auction, right, for the round 1 polycarb prototype. Is that accurate?
And round 2 starts Saturday.
Oh yeah. So if you're into that, it's a damn fine keyboard. I recommend a purchase if you have the money and you want a full size. Plus, Drifting Bunnies, the guy in charge of drift mechanics, is a stand-up cat. So,
Cool guy.
yeah, I'm a
Good
fan.
dude.
You know, he's always been nothing but cool. So, yeah, full size customs are definitely a rarity. Just because, I mean, there's so much more material. They genuinely just cost more money. Like that's part of the reason why they're more rare. I think the barrier to entry is so high because the material cost is so high.
Yeah, I
So.
just built the V2 prototype this past week, and I must say it was amazing.
So, and this is just a question because, you know, I love Drifting Bunnies. I would buy this board every single time it's offered to me, honestly, if I have the money. But I had to put some foam in mine because round 1 it sounds a little hollow to me. Is that present in round 2? Do you know? Or do you happen to feel that it's slightly hollow? I guess would be a better question.
I haven't spent enough time with the round 1 in a similar like switch configuration.
Oh, that's
So
fair.
I can't.
I'm asking you to compare apples to nothing. So
Yeah, well, and it's hard to compare even like creams to Chewy's Holy Pandas. Like the Holy Pandas are so much louder, so it's naturally going to be, I feel like, a little bit more hollow sounding.
yeah.
Whereas the creams are just so deep already that it's kind of, I don't know. It sounds good. Sounds really good. But I
Good.
could see what people are saying of like maybe they need it just a little bit of foam or maybe like some shelf liner, like something thin just to kind of reduce the reverberation.
Yeah, that's what I have. This well, not shelf liner, but a thin layer of like Sorbo. So
Jadis, been here since the beginning. Let's go, baby. We in it for the long haul. You're already halfway there.
yeah, right. More than halfway.
Yeah, 9.
Well, more than halfway.
About to get to the 9 hours left.
Just crazy. You guys are kicking ass. Honestly, I'd stay up with you the whole damn time, except I've got Mother's Day tomorrow, so I gotta do fun stuff with my wife and the kids. So
I'm sure she's really excited that you're awake right now.
she actually was like pretty damn supportive of it. So she was making fun of me because she likes to make fun of me because I'm a nerd, and she's right too. But she's been supportive of it. So
It's awesome.
Yeah, my Doodlebob's a trooper. She's still up. I think she's about to go to sleep.
I already soldered that. So what am I doing there? All right.
But
Let's take a peek here, boys and girls. I'm sure that there's some questionable soldering. Let's see. It's probably never ever gonna. Oh, there we go. A little bit. It's not the best, but some have a little bit too much solder on the pads. But honestly, the barrier of requirement of electrical flow for switches in a mechanical keyboard is so low that, I mean, you can be pretty damn terrible at soldering and it's going to work. So
what are you guys' favorite pre-built keyboard recommendations? What do you guys use in chat? Pre-built? I've never used it. Like, I don't own one, but I'm probably like a Halo Clear Drop Alt.
oh yeah, that's a solid pick.
Whatever the TKL one is, not the 65%.
Yeah, because they have the alt control and the something. I don't know. I think that's all of the switches.
They have two versions of each one. They have a high profile and low profile.
They have 3 versions. They now have them in black.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Which is pretty sweet. And I would get the black one.
I'm going to turn off my soldering iron here.
So if you wanted a keyboard that was, plug and play, basically, I would go for that. I think the clears are going to be one of the best switches that you can get in regards to kind of a plug and play situation. You can also get them with box whites, which, box whites are not bad if you like clickies.
Yeah, box whites are pretty good. And then the other thing about that's really cool is that if you're on drop, you can actually get like GMK sets that are a little bit cheaper than like normal base kits. That
Yeah,
fit
because they
that
only
exact
support
board.
that. Yeah. Sorry, I should just let you fucking finish talking. What a dick.
Lang, you can always interrupt me.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, I heart you guys.
Really all depends on your price point. Yeah. I got an alt Halo Clear, and after a few weeks, I upgraded to Yak Pandas. Yeah, I mean that's the other thing too. It's a hot swap board, so
Yeah, you may as well. You know, it's a good entry, right? Like you're not.
good to dip your feet in without.
Yeah, you're not going to wow anyone with it, but by God, it's hella. It's miles and miles and miles better than that fucking Dell keyboard they give you when they hire you.
And if you're wanting something that's maybe a little bit less, like something like the glorious GMMK, one of those is really good too for a little bit lower price. But I will say the control and alt are definitely an upgrade from that.
Yeah, so
Eyes getting heavy. Colt, thank you for staying up.
Sure do love you, bud.
You're
Colt,
you're the realist.
I love you, sweetness. So just because we're having this build and we both happen to be building polycarbonate boards, you know, both of these boards happen to not have actual metal threading in the tapped screw holes. So if you're building a polycarb board at some point that doesn't have that, you definitely don't want to hulk out on the screws because you could strip and break and crack the threads in the polycarbonate. So this is a PSA for those of you that don't have any experience with polycarbonate, but are maybe waiting for a polycarb board or looking for one. So yeah. All right, let's put this board together.
Only complaint about this board is that it is mini USB.
Cafe 660, boys and gals. She coming together.
Wait, so sex.
I'm so excited about that. That's the L font. You know, the Lang font. Cute little accent. And then the beans. The beans butt. That ass.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Epsilon brings up a good point in my chat on a better challenge would be pre-built at different price points. So under 100, then in the 150, 200, and 200 plus. I can't. Someone help me out with this. Pre-built over 200 that's not a Topra. Yikes. I don't know if I can think of one. To be honest. Huh?
Oh, you muted yourself.
Yep. Sorry. Testing my keyboard and my tilde. Did I mute myself again?
Yeah. No, you're good. I can hear you.
There we go. Sorry. I have different settings in OBS. That like change with whatever I'm using. So like right arrow key is switching between push to talk and voice activity. And so testing keyboards, I always fuck myself up. And then tilde is just mute.
What happens when you're playing CSGO?
Well, usually you tilde to open it up, and then you tilde to close it. And you only have to tech it for like half a second. You know where you're looking.
I would say if you're looking for a board that's under 200 or under 100, something from like Ducky's actually pretty freaking decent for that much money, you know?
Yeah, really. That's a good point.
I will say that if you can get some decent switches as well, I really liked my Cooler Master keyboard. The Cooler Master keys, like, not a bad board.
So,
would I buy one now? No, because I can't customize it. But you know, It'd be like that sometimes. Well, I gotta.
Sometimes it do. Keyboard broom, by the way. Got mine off Space Cat. He sells crummy little stuff like that. Yeah, that's all I can really think of, Andy, is Topro. Yeah, I still get things from Space Cat, you know? Yeah. Is that a bad thing? Or are you just surprised that that's a person that's still around?
Ooh. All
right. Let's do this. Let's put some keys on a board, huh? I'm gonna move this actually. Goodbye.
This is an interesting question. What is the hardest part about building a keyboard?
Plate tightness.
My thing is bottom row. Bottom row is always.
Let's see.
With time, I have gotten better with bottom row, but bottom row can be confusing. I think the hardest part for newer people is going to be like, and this is just something that you need to feel one that you like go to a meetup and feel one is getting the stabs correct.
That's true.
That's a good one. To answer Happa's question in your chat, these are creams with the Oompa Loompa stems.
White stem. Oompa Loompas. I guess bottom rows aren't hard. It's just annoying.
It's annoying.
But I'd say probably lubing stabs.
Soldering's honestly the easiest part of builds. Like, dead serious.
Yeah, it very much is.
Because the thing about soldering, it's basically the same across every. Most PCBs, other than I guess the AL1, 99% of PCBs are going to be either, a decent amount, or they cover ALP support, so you just need a little bit more solder. Once you get down, soldering can be incredibly daunting, but once you do it like once or twice, you're like, why the hell was I ever worried about this?
Mm-hmm.
Switch alignment can be tricky, although this one didn't really need that much, luckily. I might have to go back and try it. But stabs is just difficult. The elephant with the 2 sub gifts. Thank you. Welcome, Among Chung and Fish Biscuit. Lube consistency. Yeah. Here's the thing. All right. Typing fool. All right. There is no, this is the right way to lube switches. There is only, this is the way to lube switches that will maximize your happiness with and enjoyment with the board. People will say these are good switches. No, they just like that switch lube for themselves. There is not, if someone picks up a board and grabs it and types on it and goes, I think the lube job on this is bad. It's not inherently bad. It's that they might not like it for them because lubing, once again, comes with preference.
Yeah, and I think consistency is one of those things. It's like if you don't have to be perfect every switch, but if you have if you're relatively close on each switch, and it's a pretty big range, the switch will even out over time, right?
Yep.
As the lube, there's a max amount of lube that it can take in between, and it's going to push the rest down, and so that will even out over time, and things will get smoother. So even if you have linears that are way over lubed, it may take a while, yes, but they will get better. If they're under lubed, I mean, that's a personal preference. A lot of people like Quakems from Top Clack, he doesn't like switches lubed he likes oil.
Hardly at all.
Yeah.
He wants the thinnest possible layer on a switch.
Some people like it really thick. I Me or You likes his which is a little bit heavier on the lube. I like him kind of in between. Chewy likes him a little bit heavier at first because he knows he's a heavy typer and it breaks him in pretty quick. It just depends.
Vogon PT. You're absolutely right. Is this preference of this hobby?
How dare you? How
we
dare you
never-
have preference?
We've talked about this a lot. We never want to come off. There is no. Have you seen Cat Milkshake? No, post some pics. There is no best for anything. There is no best anything. There can be the most of something, and by most I mean like, oh, this is the most tactile, or oh, this is one of the smoothest. Yes, but at the end of the day, I would trust myself lubing some rougher switches than taking, very stock dry like inks. Like inks are already very smooth, but there are also switches that I can get that I can like more than inks that I will like better. So, except clickies.
What's this super scratchy linear red?
Greetech?
Yeah, Gretech Reds. Fuck Gretech Reds.
Greetech Reds. Sorry, yes. We do have harsh opinions on some things. Like Greetech Reds. Fuck Greetech Reds. Alright. Holy pandas, they do look like alpacas, but they are in fact tactile.
They are the pandas.
Fuck Greetech. Sayoshi, thank you.
No color needed. Kind of true. Force curve. All right, so Tyler Durden's Mr. CYO.
Andy is what he goes by.
I know he goes by Andy, but I didn't know if he wanted us to say his real name.
He already posted that
Oh, he
he could
did?
be called Andy. Yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
it's been bothering me all night, and he said finally
Okay.
his name is Andy. He
All right.
can call him Andy.
Andy, should I buy the High Fame Man Sundura headphones? Anyone who's in chat that knows what those are. They're like an audiophile headphone. Hi-Fi Man Sundara. I have some experience with planar. I've heard they're great, but I have no idea what I'm talking about. True. Go with a different. They have mixed QC issues have been fixed as of earlier this year.
You could ask Vox.
I did. He said yes. I just want other opinions.
Oh, got it. Of course, you already asked him.
Hackadocs, these are both personal builds. These are both personal builds that I think we have both been very much building. We do a mix of personal builds. We do a lot of builds like prototypes and stuff like that, or upcoming builds. We don't necessarily charge for our build services. We usually do them for friends. As while we enjoyed doing build streams, our main focus from the start was always to create content around keyboards that wasn't necessarily tied down in any way to build streams. We have nothing against build streams. That's why we're doing one. But we typically will just build for our friends if they want boards built, or build. I'm putting this on the wrong row. That's why I'm sitting here like half listening to myself. Anyway. So that's why, yes, this one for me is a personal build. The one that we built earlier was for a friend.
And the next build will be for one of you.
Really excited about that one. So we haven't talked about it too much, but we are building not something that's not really, it's nothing special, right? It's nothing special, but what it is that it is a completed build. It is a board that we are building for someone who maybe is very new to the hobby. Someone who, sorry, I'm cleaning the blue crap out from under my nails. But we are building a board that's going to go to someone who's either going to give it to someone who's new to the hobby or something along those lines, because we think it's important to get people somewhat kickstarted in the hobby. So if you're someone who's, got has a bunch of nice builds and stuff like that, we would ask that maybe you leave your name out of the hat on this one so that we can get it to someone who maybe is new. I'm really excited to do that.
So I have a Cafe 660 now.
Yeet!
It feels good, man. It feels good to have it. This brass through the keyboard, through that polycarb, looks really great. That's something I'm excited about. Let's move some stuff. Did I turn this off ever? I did. Good job, me, for remembering a thing. All right, I suppose I'll try and do a typing thing with the stuff.
You got the stuff?
Mr. Leo, this actually is a top mount boardy board. But that's where these all along these mount points are a lot of flex points, so it's hard to tell, but there is some good flex in this. So this board does not have any gaskets. So let's see here if I can't do. Oops, that is the very wrong one.
The board that we are building is not hot.
He's soldered in.
With T1 switches. It's actually going to be 5 degrees.
So I'm going to do my best to get you guys a soundy sound. So
I know, right? Everyone.
So that is that for now.
Sounds like a solid polycarb board.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it. I think I can live with that. What do you guys think? Chat. I got that space bar. I'm happy about that. Yes, if only I had a cafe-esque cable. So it's a good point, Otter. So you maybe weren't here at the beginning. I don't have a JST connector for the daughter board for this gal. So on stream, I'm not going to make you suffer through the tiny, tiny, tiny soldering and my struggle that goes with that. I will do that off stream and then connect it to a pretty cafe cable, which is not physically near me right now in my room. So thank you, Otter. That's the Otter Quest, by the way, one of the mods of Zap cables. So that's the Otter Quest. So
we like Zap cables peeps around here.
Yeah, the only Otter Quest. So
I'm not gonna lie. It feels good to build something other than a box.
This is your first one that's different in like what?
In a couple weeks, because I want to say the build I had before the Baka I think that was a lube stream.
Oh man. How much time do we have, by the way, with me?
A long time.
Okay. So meme time. Now.
How much time do we have? All right, so meme time.
Yeah, right. So we got meme time. You guys want to see a Malk?
Malk.
Okay, so Ella Thompson is asking what's a Jdk connector. So this is confusing. So JTK stands for JT keycaps, which is a keycap producer. JST is a type of connector that you will connect a main PCB to a smaller daughter board. So it's just a connector that allows you so that you can have a PCB separate and then a smaller board so that you can build your top separate of that, and then the small daughter board connects in here to the case itself. So it's really just a way of exploding that out.
Hackodax, to answer your question about the drop pandas, at the bottom of the page it should give you an estimate. Typically they're pretty close on that, and if not, it's just like a couple. Bottom of that page it'll say.
All right, I'm gonna get a milk. It's in a box.
Are you gonna drink milk while you make? Okay.
So I'm gonna cover up my address, but look, I wrote it on there.
Are you gonna drink
Milk.
Are you gonna drink milk while you make your milk?
Yes, exactly, Ella Thompson. You can put it wherever you want.
Are you building the Iron 165 very soon?
That may be one of the early build streams for me as well. And maybe a special version as well. Okay, so because this is a micro USB, I put a cable in here so I didn't forget that, because who the hell wants micro? Anyways, we got in this kit we get a Pro Micro. You get a Malk case. Okay, so Malk. Right? I have the 2 switches I'm putting in here, which are silent, fully milky GAT yellows or blacks. Okay, and then we have 2 Malk stickers, 2% got macros. Okay, so we'll put those on the sides for our milk and make it a milk container. It's almost like it's a malcontent. Ha!
Answer the question in chat from Hoppa.
Oh, you go ahead.
About the wired daughter boards preferred even if they're not placed anywhere, especially difficult to be placed USB connector. It's just all overall flexibility in the design to make the piece flexible, easy to adjust.
2% milk on their PCB right there. Small, very small. Leo asking, why is it milk and not milk? Because this is all a meme, right? Like this started as someone joking about milk and milk, and everything about it is a meme. You know, it's just it originated in the 40s Discord, and those guys are hilarious. And you know, it is what it is. Like it's so meme that this. Does anyone know what this is? So I've got the PCB, and I've got the case, the plate and case. Does anyone know what this is for? I'll clap for you if you do. This is not the plate. The plate is integrated.
The gasket.
This is the foam that goes between the plate and the PCB. They put foam. They put PCB foam in here. It's amazing.
That's awesome.
Oh God. So, anyways, I have
I have like 1,000.
All right. Double escape because I ain't going to change my ways just because of the layout.
Why don't you put your cap that you on that gift got today that I brought? Goo goo.
Oh yeah, I do need to.
Leo. I have seen the Big Malk, and I want it. real bad. I want it real bad. For any of you that are getting one or have gotten one, there's a build guide for you. I linked it in chat. And I am happy to share that here as well in yours. So
Is a very much build if you don't.
the Malk?
No, I think he's talking about this. It's kind of a loaded question, my dude. Because it's like there's the group buy price, there's the like aftermarket price, also like the like realistically of what you'd be able to buy all of the components at right now, and then there's like the price that right just can be a combination, bunch of different things. So
I got the caps at group buy price at $145. And if you could get Modern Dolch for $145, fucking do it, because that is a steal. I flipped spacebar. You know what? I'll show you. All right, we'll do it like this. Take this. I got to give me a second to make sure that this is working. When I am gaming, and I got this from Osiris, my thumb naturally will rest. And look how naturally it rests like that. I'll move it just a little bit more. It caresses just a little bit more. You can see. So if I'm gaming, it is just significantly more comfortable for my thumb to rest like this. Makes it everything just a smidge easier. So
we're going to focus so we can show you what we're doing.
Test real quick. CYO. Good.
Good. Sounds good.
What? That is the nicest sounding space bar I have ever made. For a tactile.
That board helps. I love the sound of that space bar in that board, man.
For a tactile board, I do think overall getting stabs to sound better. It's so much easier for a linear. Just because there's not like tactile has rattle because it's bumping, right? So, but yeah, that
It sounds good. Also, Jorts, he's asking about GMK. And I really appreciate
That
Evo
space
spec.
bar, though.
Type in exclamation point shine in chat. We are 100% believers in the fact that shine the fuck out of your set, however you want.
CYO, you're still in chat, I believe. I gotta show this. Right,
yeah,
well,
so
he just responded. So I found out recently that CYO for friends asks about we'll do wrist rests, and I'm a big fan of wrist rests, and sent him some wood from my favorite guitar neck I've ever played on. That was a bird's eye maple. And so he sent me this. I sent him some wood, and he made me this amazing wrist rest with bird's eye maple. It's a little bit bright. And actually, I can bring it up some, and that will help.
That's a pretty board.
He did such a good job on this. And oof, final form.
I love it. Congrats on a Grail board. Congrats on a Grail wrist rest to go with it.
Exactly.
I'm very, very proud and happy to have been a part of that in some small way.
Huge way. But so, guys, we are halfway there.
Should we give away stuff?
We should give away stuff in just a moment. I got to bring something to my wife real quick. Halfway there. I'm excited for the one day that I'll be able to fill this table with Grail boards.
All the Grail.
I just got to bring something to the wife real quick.
So I have some people asking about the milk in my chat, and Milmax, yes, because, and I want to show this to you. So meme foam aside. So sorry if it's so small, but the recess in here is, your standard kind of depth for a key, right? It's not it's a standard kind of integrated plate, but the depth of this guy is very deep. So soldering in the PCB with the controller associated with it and all that kind of stuff is essentially a nightmare. So this is a hot swap board on purpose because it makes your life that much easier with this tiny little thing. So it's purposeful. It is meme, but it also has a purpose. So just to be clear on that. And this is actually the first time I've messed with Milmax, so we're going to see how she goes. So
Smile. Answer the question about the caps on the white yell. That is GMK Minimal with Icon Mods add-on kit, as well as Mr. Sleeves. Almost 4 a.m. This is about what time I normally go to bed.
So L, you're asking a good question. Which side of the PCB do you solder the Milmax sockets? So the top of the board where you want the switch legs to go into is where that kind of wider cap should go, right? So the switch should be able to go into that cap. Oh, Leo, that's a good, probably a smarter way to do it than what I'm doing right now.
$1 p.m. there? Dang.
Mm.
We're on the other side of the globe.
$20. I screwed that up, and these switches aren't going to go in there.
You know what? Said it's not a build unless it hurts in some way. Your mental is some way.
Right?
Minimal and Mr. Sleeves, definitely very good. And the Icon add-on kit really brings it all together.
Oh, yeah. Whatever.
Let's get some shit away.
Yeah, right?
Let's Give it away. Give it away. Give it away.
Give it away. Give it away now. I love it.
Let me get the bowls back open. Those Marbies. Hey, Sydney, represent. Dude, I would love to go to Australia. I need to go. My brother went to Australia a couple years ago. The goal is at some point in my life for my brother and I to go to Australia and to go shark diving with great whites. In a cage.
In the cage. I like it.
In the cage. Oh, know what I just did.
I love it. We're at the point now where there's a lot of tired setting in.
I just accidentally clicked something. All right, chat. Done this before. We're doing it again. Exclamation point vote followed by with a number between 1 and 54. So vote for your favorite marbles map and win some. Are we doing the desk mats first or grain?
Let's do the desk mats first. There'll be two. There will be two giveaways of 2. So there'll be a red and a khaki times 1, and then a red and a khaki times another 1. So if you want to do a first and a second, or you want to run marbles twice because still got 8.5 hours left, I'm fine either way. So.
See, tiredness is setting in, but second wins are a real thing.
Oh yeah, and they'll hit us. Don't worry.
We're just hanging with Lang.
Yeah, and I'm happy to give away the full key set whenever you guys want to. So
we're hanging with Langen.
Hanging with Langen. We got hanging with Langen until about flexing out. So technically 4 o'clock is the end of Lang. 4 to 5 is flex time.
We need to do some
flex with Lang as long as Lang is willing to stay up.
Yeah, man, I'm good. No big deal.
And then we got a keyboard build, another one coming up soon.
Do some writing.
I gotta do writing 100%, or we gotta do writing, and I gotta do dishes.
We both gotta do dishes. We need to have our
your stream camera.
We're gonna change it to where like our be right back scene is just gonna be y'all watching us do the dishes.
Which I think is cute.
Clean. We gotta clean the kitchen, Doodle Bob takes care of us. We gotta take care of her. All right, we're gonna run A Leap to Remember because I like that name.
A Leap to Remember. That's cute.
It was winning, and I was like, in this one. Link's voice is so smooth, soothing.
Niv, I'm happy to read to you to put you to sleep if you need.
Exclamation point play in the chat. Get yourself some desk mats. So is this a 1 and a 2 wins, or the person that wins get?
I mean, it's your stream, y'all. It's your stream.
What do you think, Chewy?
I do not have much of a preference. Let's do 2. Fuck it.
Yeah. Okay.
I like watching marbles. Desk mats are worldwide.
Yep. Anyone can win them. I'm happy to send it to you wherever you need.
Saw Rantics in there. Oh, my dude. Seen you in a minute. Man, if R6 wasn't such a taxing game, hey, let's do that. But I'd have to turn down to I'd have to turn to 720p, or else it would look like a potato.
I'm not getting any heat on this.
Spread the love. More marbles, the better. Janky Render, I like the way you think.
Oh shit! I gotta join. Yeah, my brother points out a thing. He got me Rainbow Siege 6 when I built my computer 2 months ago, and I have yet to even bother with the tutorial. No, I don't have a flux pen. I really should, though. Seriously, Andy, I should. But I don't.
All right, chat.
And I just
Exclamation
don't
point
think
play.
I have the patience for this right now.
In here. Want some free things?
Free things? Free things? How am I going to do this?
It's only exclamation point
I
play.
need a helping hand.
That's all you gotta do.
Where did I put that? Well, I'm just going to sit here and struggle. Because I'm bad at this.
I finally tuned into Lang's stream. I love the little foam pad.
It's so funny. It's so silly. Like,
Cat milkshake has arrived.
oh yeah?
Nice. I'm finally opening up that picture too. That's dope.
I'm excited for people to get that.
I'm excited for Cat to be a thing. We've been so hyped, but we haven't seen much Cat.
I may have
Only
to.
the one set is delivered. Now, this is the second set to deliver, right?
Yeah, second set. I don't know which one.
Second group buy set.
Yeah,
We've seen,
do. I'm too
we've
lazy to
seen,
TSC.
other things, but
It was me, Janky, and I've watched Joshua Volur's video on it, and he had great things to say. So, just talking a little bit about headphones. Someone was asking what kind of like sound I'm looking for. So, because of the music that I listen to, it's a lot of very low tuned instruments, like guitars in drop F, and like sometimes all the way down to drop E. I need headphones that have
low, baby.
Yeah, that's like it takes the guitar into like the actual bass guitar range. So I need headphones that have a very tight but punchy low end, and they have to have a little bit of a brighter high end. So yeah, planars are kind of like the best way to go. And the mid range can't be too overpronounced, so I can't do like Sennheisers, because it gets real gross sounding, in my opinion. Yeah, I used to have a pair of DT770s. Not a big fan of them. I mean, they're great, but those are fantastic tracking head.
actually, might eat some pizza here in a minute.
Dude, I was feeling the same thing. I got a couple slices of that Philly cheesesteak left.
Philly cheesesteak pizza.
Oof.
Oof.
All right. Exclamation point play to join.
Giving away them mats, boys.
Got 10 seconds. Ooh, boy howdy.
Mm-hmm. And gals. And theys. We don't discriminate.
And dogs.
And also for the international community, remember these, I'll ship them anywhere, so there's no problem with that.
Just not the space. So
yeah, I mean,
for the 12 people on the space station,
sorry about you.
Sorry about you.
That'd be some guerrilla ass marketing, though, wouldn't it?
I sent a keycap into space.
I sent a desk mat, the thing they don't even need because there is no gravity. All right. Ooh, I saw Nathan there for a brief minute.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be a full yeeter. I think there's going to be some people that die here.
I'm struck. Of course, I knew the Malk was going to be an annoyance to me. I should have never even tried the Mailmax.
Oh, no. Oh. People are getting yodeled.
I like the Vogon, the name. I appreciate that.
Jorts, you're in the lead by a significant margin there, bud. You might win some desk mats.
So mats that go on your desk.
Oh, wait. Nope. Nope. No, who's in first?
Can be difficult to know.
Oh, Sayoshi? Sayoshi? You gonna win, bud? You gonna win? Sayoshi's gonna win.
Oh no! Ooh, I love the boost. It's so funny to me.
Sayoshi.
Sayoshi.
Sayoshi? Yes.
Oh, baby. Come on, you little girl. We're going to do another one for the other two?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yep. Sayoshi, go ahead and I whispered to you, so whisper back to me to let me know. And then you said Lee Turk.
Yep. Number 2.
Nice.
It's his second.
I think so. If you have one, a second one, fill it out again for me.
Because we got to send it to different.
Yeah.
Make sure we have it nice and
Then
organized.
it keeps me from. I like to have basically, instead of having just one for each person, one for each giveaway. So Lee Turk, I whispered the form to you. Please fill it out. Also, send me a message letting me know that you got the form. Obviously, these giveaways will be delivered upon completion, as these are not completed items. So,
Yeah, that's the whole jam with it, right? So
mentally, how you doing?
Surprised she's still awake. But granted, it is only 2 a.m. there. Still a reasonable time.
we're like, yeah, 2 a.m.'s not so late.
I mean, it's the Rona times, dude. We're in the quarantine times. 2 a.m. is like 9 p.m., you know?
It's fair.
I think it's more like
I guess I hadn't
11.
figured that.
I mean, 9 for you. It's more of an 11.
It's funny, I'll be like about to go to sleep, and I'll get a DM from like Quakums from Top Clock, and he'll be like, "Want to do some late night Overwatch?" And it'll be like 3 a.m. and then I'll end up staying till 6 a.m. my time playing Overwatch.
So
Wise.
I don't remember what brought it upon, but Osiris said something like, "I am extremely tired. I'm just going to go home and go to bed." And then I said, "Bullshit." You're going to go home, think about going to bed, and then wind up playing Overwatch all night. Then I messaged him the next day at like 2, and I was like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Just woke up." I was like, "Did you play Overwatch all night?" He's like, "Yep."
Yup. Okay.
Like, realistically, I could probably do like a 36-hour stream of just playing Overwatch. If I didn't
Yeah, I'm not even gonna use them, Tyler.
tilt out of my mind, I would I could probably do a 36 just playing Overwatch. So yes, it was with you, Brian. Prove it. I mean, I do have my own channel. Do it. I don't really work right now.
Have fun. I'm good.
You get to hear me say some expletives that are probably not that will not be said on this stream.
We have talked about doing a 48-hour stream where he streams for the first 24 hours and then I stream for the next 24 hours, or well, whatever combination, where one of us streams for 24 hours straight and then we pass the baton to the next person and do a 48-hour stream.
That'd be fun.
That'd be cool. That'd be easier for me. I have an extra person here. I can be like, yell at me to keep me up.
True. But I mean, like, I regularly stay up way too long. Like, especially like on like Fridays, I'll like wake up for work at like 6 a.m. and then stay up till like 4 a.m. Basically, that's 22 hours.
I'm pretty bad at Overwatch, but I would def play Overwatch for 36 hours straight. I love it. Latrialum is back. What's up, Latrialum?
The hell? Oh, do I stay up that long? Listen, I just don't sleep very much.
Thanks, Cliff. Have a good night.
I average like 4.5, 5 hours of sleep during the week.
That's what adults do, right?
Nope. I sleep 7 hours a night because, well, when I can. I have my insomnia spurts, which are annoying, but because those are like the insomnia spurts are terrible because it's literally you cannot go to bed if you try. Like I always explain it that like if you are having to physically like think about the act of closing your eyes, and it's like 4 a.m, you're having an insomnia spurt. So,
All right, chat! Exclamation point play! We're playing Pixel's Death Alley. This is going to be for another set of rain desk mats.
desk mats. I'm just gonna type on this board for a little bit. I'm just gonna like send Lang a bunch of random shit.
I'm all right with that. You do you, baby.
Send time. See, now I wish my beard was long. So these would have been like, I could have like braided these.
Braid it.
Hey.
I'm not even on stream, guys. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, dude.
Surprised my headphones haven't died yet. They haven't even been beeping at me.
Oh, Jorts, I just straight up yeeted the sockets. I'm just gonna do the hard solder way. Reach down in there.
So funny story, I bought a whole bunch of Milmax sockets. And I've researched, like, I watched someone do a build with Milmax sockets, and I was just like, yep, not using those. And I actually ended up sending them over to Minterly. You can enjoy them.
Yeah, she's good at the sockets. I distinctly remember her using them.
All right, chat, exclamation point play. Get yourself some free desk mats. Best way to accessorize your desk, make it look a little bit prettier. Even if you have a fancy looking desk already, it'll match your Infinity grain set that I hope you purchased. And if you didn't, extras will be out in a couple months when the set ships.
Yeah, it's gonna ship crazy fast. I'm super excited about that.
It's like nuts. Like, weren't they expecting it in like July? Or
Q3?
something?
Yeah.
Good lord.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty stoked on that. Okay. What is that?
Ooh, this is one of those boards that's gonna be like in like a month. I'm just gonna be like, oh.
That's how I feel about this. My Bower. My WASD, nice and broken in. Everything else, not really there yet.
I'm sure the space is doing all right.
Spacebar's doing a-okay, but the rest of it are still. I knew I was going to use it a lot, so I lubed it a little bit thicker with some looby dooby for a while to come.
Nathan Alpha Man with the jokes. Rain arriving before cafe.
Joke, jokey, joke, joke.
Got yolks. All right, we're going to 10 seconds! Exclamation point play in the chat, boys and girls.
Nathan Alpha Man, when is Ursa coming out? That's what I want to know.
Hey, hello, Lady Frenzy Wicked Truth. That's a name.
Lady Frenzy Wicked Truth?
Yeah, man.
What a name.
Whoa, someone just got full yeeted out there. Raven Ghost.
August, so probably like October.
Oh, people are getting.
Okay, so that's how it's going to be. Fine. That's what you want to do to me there, Mr. Macropad?
People are just getting yeeted off.
Whoa! Whoa! Kyosarai. That took a big yeet.
Red kips are cute. And gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's an adorable little Macropad, Miss Frenzy Wicked Truth.
Jesus, it is so fast. Yeah, it's like 1 second you're there, and then all of a sudden, boom, yeeted.
Yeet. See you later.
Pleasant
Well,
chaos.
see you later. Well, please.
Well,
Well,
Pleasant chaos.
ooh, a lagger.
TSC, unfortunately, has met his end. Ooh. I like how you just come to a complete stop.
Chewy, TSC is a female.
My apologies.
For a little bit more
she is an awesome person.
Pleasant chaos.
I'm very happy to know her.
Lagger.
Thanks, Otter.
Go, 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 go. Somewhat pleasant chaos. There it is. I'm behind, but. Number 2 wins.
I do not know anything about the Key Hive milk, Leo. So. You know, I'm not personally a green switch kind of cat, but you know, that they're good switches for a lot of people. So I'm not going to be too mad. I think that you'll be happy, at least as an entry, right? So
I must say, I really enjoyed. I feel like I'm probably saying it wrong, but Latry Alum, when she was on vacation and she's regular updates, it was cool to see. That was awesome.
It's fun. Plus, she got shoe game.
oh yeah, she got shoe game.
Shoe game.
I love
Lagger NBA, Pleasant Chaos. I've sent you guys the forms. Lagger NBA. Yes, you did win. This was a top 2. Pleasant Chaos, you have responded to Lagger. I have whispered something to you in Twitch. So just answer that for me so I know that you have the form. Fill that out. We'll get that to you when they are completed and being made. Pleasant Chaos, thank you for gifting a sub. Thank you for gifting 2 subs. It looks like.
He's gifted 2 in the community.
2 in the community. Okay. Well, thank you. So now thank you, Lagger NBA. Thank you. Man, I'm so excited to be able to just handle like honestly, I was talking to Cyrus about this. I was like, I cannot wait that I can just look at this Google form and handle the giveaways in that way, as opposed to just like having to backtrack through Discord and then people's Discord names are different, and that became a nightmare. So there's that. 418. So next giveaway, last kit of GMK grain.
Not GMK.
Sorry, finicky grain. I keep screwing up because I keep wanting to say EPBT. I'm like, it's not EPBT.
It's Infinity.
And then I'm like, oh, it's a finicky. But then I'm like, oh, it's GMK. I just said it again. Infinicky. Dude, whatever, man. That's 4 a.m. brain, 4:19 brain. So we will do Infinicky grain here in a bit.
Go for your maps. I gotta go pee.
So this is where we get wild.
Wet and wild, bud.
Mm-hmm. Right?
You're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I must replace you. And I thought you were the one listening to my heart. Starting the singing, man. What's gonna happen is this next one's gonna be a tough one for me. This next build.
Oh yeah.
It's just gonna be a juggernaut, a slugfest, if you will.
A slugfest, huh?
Because I'm gonna be doing dishes, which, choring, not a big fan. Dishes are probably my least favorite chore. And then I've got to write a bunch of stuff, which I'm sure then I will have to add. I'm gonna have to add stuff as I'm writing it. So that'll be fun, and all while the build, and it's just gonna be a time.
So I don't know if you're watching mine at all, but listen, here's the thing. All right, good night, Josh. So I said, fuck the mil max on the switches, and that doesn't even matter because what I did was, see, this says this side up. I'm not going to be able to get it to focus, but it says this side up. And here is how I soldered those.
Oof.
So it's 4:21. I'm not going to break out my desoldering station. I'll just build this guy later.
I'm proud of you.
I'm just not. I'm going to go, you know what? I'm going to yeet it. I'm going to call her a day. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign off on my stream. I'm going to, let's see how many people can raid you. Because I want to learn how to raid. You got to tell me how to do that. So that I can do that later when I start actually streaming. So, and then I'm just going to chat with you guys for a little bit before I go to bed. So
in your chat, if you want to raid,
Leo, exactly.
All you do is you write /raid and then type the name of the channel. And then it'll give you like a timer. Yeah, /raid space the name of the channel. So Max on deck, and then hit OK, and it'll give you a little timer. Once the timer's up, then you just hit raid, and then you gotta stop your stream and you're done.
So many people watching me. Hey, thank you everyone who joined in. I will start streaming again regularly at a less terrible hour. So many loves and thank you.
It's funny because he's in our Discord, so he's like, all right, bye guys. All right, I'm back.
And I'm still here. All right, I'm back.
Lang, thank you for the raid. 25. Much appreciated. Guys, welcome to Mex on Deck.
Also, welcome our guest, Langlandia.
Langlandia. Fellow keyboard streamer.
I guess. Yeah. Hey, how's it going? Oh my god, what a silly thing.
All right, looks like we're about to run one of his sets. We're about to give away a set of Infinicky grain. Not GMK, not EPBT, not anything else, but Infinicky grain. We're going to go on the dojo.
Hype raid.
Oh man. I love it.
I've never heard of this Langlandia.
The best thing is when we get the raid notification, it's Langlandia's voice saying, who's that?
Who's that? Oh fuck. So funny. Where's my milk box? Get back in there.
A man wants a glass of milk.
so
That
dumb.
video, man.
It's so silly. I love it. Oh,
The dojo. This is a classic map. This is a great map.
Evo Spec says he's feeling it. I hope you get it, man. I hope you get it. I wish you an everlasting yeet. I love it.
All the eats.
Poner's here. What's up, Poner?
What you doing, my dude?
Add mother back. Sponge Ev1. That's favoritism.
This map is pretty freaking sweet.
Exo Squid with comment of the hour. I'm moister than a KFC wet wipe for this.
Oh my gosh.
you know what? We don't even have to do the marbles. I think that we can just give it to him. Just kidding. Obviously marbles.
Oh, come on. Marbles. Always.
Obviously, always marbles.
Stay tuned from 6 to 7 when we just run marbles for no reason. We'll give out random Discord roles for winners of the random Discord marble.
Niv, we actually do have an award. We're gonna have a exclusive Discord role for the people who have been here the whole time.
That's actually really cool. That's a good idea.
Thank you. I think someone in our chat thought of it. AKA, it was 10 strong.
Wow. That's cool.
Is Sniper Bob here?
He was here earlier.
He was here earlier. I don't know. It's hard for me to keep track of the people because some people have been like, "Oh, I'm popping out for the night," and I'm having that. Wilson, I know Wilson's been here for a long time. Pretty much all of it. Tom, that dude, she's the realest.
Yes.
I gotta thank CYO. CYO's been here the entire time too. CYO is the reason that L. Thompson, who is just one of the sweetest people I have met in this hobby, has said nothing but nice things. And Mr. Nathan Alphaman.
I mean, we can always go back. Can go back and look at the chat logs and stuff and see when people are here and stuff like that. So it's fine.
Evo Spec, I cheated. I turned on the stream on my PC and slept for 5 hours.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll count it. We'll count it.
We're not going to be super picky because let's be real. The real checks are going to be in 4 hours.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be the ones where people start falling asleep at their desks and falling asleep on their phones.
At 5, 6 a.m. All right.
When are you going to have a break now of you vape mods? When are we going to stop vaping? I don't know.
Never.
Hand check.
Bad mother. Joke's on you. I cheated by being in Australia.
True.
Baby pancakes. Smart move.
That is a smart move. All right. Exclamation point play. Last couple seconds. Get in here. Get yourself a free set of grain.
Grind.
And maybe a micro penis, if you ever saw that joke. That's probably my favorite part of the interest check.
Probably the best part of the entire set is that I can't think of Infinity Grain without thinking the word micro penis. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting hungry again, Law. I don't know if it's because normally I'd be sleeping right now. Dude, yeah, we were talking about eating some pizza here in a minute. I think. Because you think about it, I mean, it's 4. We had dinner at I need to check the schedule.
7-ish, 8-ish, 7.
Yeah, 7 or 8.
That is what Taco Bell has so graciously dubbed as 4th meal.
4th meal. So yeah, we ate our last meal at 7, which is about 9 hours ago. So we definitely need to get some food in us soon. The hard part about eating during a 24-hour stream is you don't want to eat too much because then you get tired. ranch dipper folder. It depends on the type of pizza. Usually, so I'm totally fine just eating Domino's. Like that's like it gets the job done. But like my favorite pizza is New York style, and you got to do the fold.
True. All right, last couple seconds. Exclamation point play to be entered to win a free set of Infinity grain from the gracious, the loving, the one and only Langlandia. Did almost say GMK. Shoxy.
Just let it happen. I mean the marbles, guys.
It's marbles, dude. Come on. We get 2 more people to get 100 people in here. Exclamation point play.
All right, I'll play, and if I win, we'll just go the person after me. How's that?
I'm down. All right, we got 100. I like Russ too. How you doing?
Hey, baby. I know him.
Me too. He's good at Valorant.
I like Rust 2 is good at being people.
That's also true. All right, we're going in 10 seconds. Last couple seconds. Exclamation point play. Get yourself a free set of grain.
This is a set. You will get everything. There will not be a keyboard you cannot put this set on. Well, of the released keyboards so far.
Yeah, yeah. We'll give lots of stuff away. So.
And we're off.
We are off. Oh.
Ooh, Zian.
Lee Turk in the lead again. Well,
oh man, this is already so rigged. Don't fucking believe this, you guys. It's so rigged.
Oh,
That's the first thing I messaged Lang. I was like, I can't wait to rig grain giveaways.
Sephi RX11. Okay. Oh, they're fighting for first.
So rigged. I can't even win my own.
We've got some regular suspects here in the beginning. Oh, people are getting yodeled off. Mbe.
Yodel hoo.
Oh, we got some crossover.
Oh. Right as I typed cheat, I started to climb the ranks.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
There's a...
But after this giveaway, I need to do the laydowns.
The day lounge.
Yep, the day lounge.
We're coming up on the finish.
Oh.
Pepperoni pizza. Oh, no! Hiro-san!
Hiro-san.
Hiro-san.
Going to be walking home with... Oh, he almost got yeeted off the back, though.
Yeah, dude, for real.
Someone's just suspended in air. Someone did not want to win. I don't know what happened there. Nathan Alphaman, 4-way. Thick booty liquor at 8th place.
Nathan Alphaman is doing something for this 808 Boom set.
Ooh.
That is so fucking good.
Wait, who has the green ball?
Who is the green ball? Why is there a green ball?
Who's got the one green ball? How did you get a green ball?
Well, it's apropos because it's a grain set, right? I told you that it was. Oh no, does it become green because that was their ball and they were in first place?
No, I don't think so. Interesting.
I'm looking for I got Hiro-san. What was the second place?
There's no second place winner.
There's no second place.
So Hiro-san, I am sending you
one of your skins? You have skins? This game has skins? Skins
Dude,
equal
oh my
wins.
God.
Is there
Oh,
like
I'm
a
jealous.
market for
I mean, there's
For
a market
skins?
for skins and golf with friends, golf with skins. That sounds horrifying. Hiro-san,
Wow.
I sent you a whisper. Please respond to it in Twitch whisper. Let me know that you got the form.
Marble players with skins and stuff?
Thanks, got it. Cool. Langlandia, you are the salt of the earth. You are the greatest person. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys for
Thank you.
having me.
Congrats on starting your stream career. Your career will be watched with great interest.
Oh, I'm sure so many people. But that being said, I need to figure out a whole lot of stuff. And honestly, can I show you something that I am really, really excited about right now?
Ooh, we're doing secrets.
No,
Can we show it on
this
stream?
isn't a secret. This isn't even a secret. I will show it on stream. I will send you a link, and it would be a thing for everyone. Hold on, just let me get it to a place where I can share it with everyone.
It's going to be a video of him saying, "Joke's on you. I'm not giving grain to anyone."
Oh my god, how fucking terrible would that be?
Is it what I'm thinking of, Lang?
I don't know what you're doing right now, so hold on.
Thing of porcelain?
No.
No? Damn. Soon. Thoughts, NK Sherbert. Hardly seen anyone talking about it. We haven't tried them. Nice.
That is how many
Hey.
followers I have now.
Nice.
Oh man, that made me so happy.
I thought it was going to be the coffee in the bathtub bit.
69,
No, God, I
baby.
wish. No, I actually just followed. I just fixed the reason I haven't taken the picture is because there was a crack in the basin of my bathtub, and it's been like patched, so I could shower and my whole family we can use it. However, it's not wise to fill it with water.
Yeah.
So, I now can take said picture at some point.
Very
So.
nice. Well, Lang, I can't tell you how much that not only do I appreciate your friendship, but just how awesome of a person you are. Guys, be sure follow him on Instagram. He's got some awesome Instagram posts. Follow him on Twitch. 24-hour brain. Follow him on Twitch as well, or I'd love to, I wish I hadn't started following so I could be the one to break the 69 into 70. Just because I feel like I would forgive myself for that. I could be the bad guy. But yeah, follow Lang. He is seriously the coolest guy in the world. So, and thank you for staying.
Thank you.
It's
yeah, happy to do it. I'm gonna go lay in bed with my wife. So.
You don't like 65%. Why do you like 75%? That's a great question. I like 75% because it does not. It gives me way more functionality. It gives me way more functionality as a keyboard where I actually will from time to time use some of the F-row keys. I've got my little artisan patched up here, which I'm probably going to go grab some artisans and throw them on here. My little artisan patch up here, but this is my play pause, next or previous play pause and next. I just at 65%, I'm like, I don't need this stuff. Honestly, I'll probably wind up not even using these arrow keys that much. But getting 16 extra keys for no actual space taking up to me is a big difference. So, and I love the look of a 75%. It shows off the key set a lot more. So, I cannot do 40. I am trying so hard, man. I get that. So, I'm gonna grab some arties. Some arties.
some artisans. Again, shout outs to Langlandia being such a amazing gentleman, scholar, magnificent being. Please go follow him on Twitch. What is our take on this? Interesting. Vulcan X KBD fans Maja mechanical keyboard DIY kit. That's pretty cool. I think the Alice style layout is a layout that I think everyone should try at least once in their life. I think everyone needs to get everyone needs to try at least some sort of that layout because it's such a unique layout and I think it's a lot more comfortable for people than they necessarily think. I think that's a really cool option. $299 is going to be a great price point for that. Also, the weight's pretty cool. What sets did Lang work on? Lang is the designer of GMK Cafe and Infinicky Grain, as well as he's partnering up with a couple people, most notably Tyler Durden's, aka CYO Caps, for Boom, Infinicky Boom. I don't know if that's not the final title, I don't think so. What is Type Beast? Type Beast is a newsletter, as well as they're like just an Instagram page, but they have a newsletter. You can go to typebia.st, sign up for their newsletter. He releases those occasionally that'll talk about different things that are happening and going on in the community. So you can sign up there and get notified about Starstone, who's been in the community for a long time, has tons and tons of boards, and kind of get his opinion on what's going on, new sets, new boards coming out, and someone who's really knowledgeable about stuff that's happening in the community, kind of get their input on it, which I think is cool. You know, I think we need more stuff like that where people can get a chance to really kind of give their opinion on something and not have it be like, you know, I just think having opinions like that is nice. Maybe makes you look at things in a different way and see things differently. So definitely sign up for that newsletter.
Oof. So I'm artisaned up. I'm artied up.
Artied up? Yeah.
Artied up, man.
Let's take a gander at it. Ooh.
I think this is probably its final form. The other one, the Halo stems can sometimes be thicker. So I'll find another one for the other cat. But yeah, got some jams. This is the quarantine jam. The springtime tiny prime caps collaboration Lerv and the allegedly CYO bear. Probably these two are my absolute favorite molds. I do really love the jams.
Jams.
So, jams are lit. So really happy. And that's another reason I like 75% artisans. Because I feel like sometimes 60% the artisans can like stick out a little more. Like where these like kind of have their spot. They have their row. Ambassadors, yep. Absolutely. I've got a row of ambassadors on my Austin. So, you know what we should do? I haven't done a full, not like I'm not going to open it up, but I haven't looked at the Austin more than just in the box.
Yeah, dude, bring it out.
I'll be right back when you go grab the Austin.
The Austin Round 2, the prototype that I built this past Tuesday, which if this is your first time here on Mechs on Deck, you know, we don't always do 24-hour streams. Typically, we stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central. Monday streams are just Chewy and myself kind of talking, hanging out about, and we talk about different community things, talk about new products sometimes. We talk about things that are going on. If there's something spicy happening, we might touch on that. Tuesdays is always a build, and then Wednesdays we always have a guest. So this past week we had Boxkey and El Baron from Smith & Rune. This next week, who do we have up this next week?
Oh, I'd have to check the calendar.
Ooh, I can check the calendar. Focus on that. I'll check the calendar. Oh, this next week we actually have Starstone, the man behind Type Beast. So, hang out. It's gonna be a good time, and then yeah, it's gonna be lots of fun. So come hang out with us 8 p.m. Central. We are taking a Monday off just for the fact of we're doing this. You know, we want some recovery time. So, but I'll be doing a build Tuesday, I think.
Yeah, one of us will be doing a build. It depends on some shipping things.
Yeah. It might be Chewy, it might be me, depending on what it is.
So this is the Austin. Virtually most of the differences, so these are both of them. Most of the differences are internal. They worked on the plate some. So this is my personal Austin, and this is the round 1. And then this is the round 2. Color changes, of course, and then they changed like some of the mounting styles on the plate as well, so internally. And then I believe my weight's messed up right now. I just haven't cleaned it. They made, it looks like
the weight's like longer, but not as deep in.
8 1/4. About the same.
Is it the same?
It's about the same. I don't know the full details. I'd have to talk to Drifting Bunnies, and he's probably asleep like most humans. I know they're working on changing up the bumps. So, mine. So, like we've talked about it. This has Holy Pandas, so like the actual feeling. I just wanted to type on this for a minute. I think that based on what I've heard, it feels great, or it sounds great. I had to put some foam in mine because mine was pretty hollow, but it's yeah. I don't think it will have as much of the hollow sounding problems based on how they changed the plate. So I think you're probably in the clear of having to worry about that now. With a Holy Panda, that bump is going to cause more vibrations. So it goes up further to the back side, compound around 1 mil. I mean, that's pretty much the same.
On the forehead. Yeah, it's the same.
Oh,
It's the
sorry.
same.
Like 14 pounds of keyboard.
All I know is the board looks and feels great. So shout outs to Drifting Bunnies.
And it's not like it really needed to be changed.
No. I think the only thing he wasn't happy with was the thing people were saying about it being a little bit hollow. They wanted to make some adjustments to that to change the feel just a little bit with the plate. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, and the creams feel great in it. Yeah, I mean, I definitely recommend if you are looking for a full size board, this is the kind of end all be all full size board, in my opinion. And you can pick this up in like 6 days.
Next Saturday, driftmechanics.com. There'll be 75 units for us North Americans, and then there's going to be 75 units for Europe and Asia. So it's going to be a group buy starting on Saturday. North American ones start at 10 a.m. Central Time. Yeah, it's an awesome board. I really enjoy it. If it wasn't so big, I'd probably be much more interested in picking one up myself, but I don't really have a use for a board that big. I know.
Thoughts on Infinitum? I'll have to link, if you link us something. I personally don't know what you're talking about.
Can you link like a Geekhack thread for that one, Mr. Rust? Also, Flash 3D. As far as like a budget build guide, I mean, there's the thing is it's always changing, so it's hard to, like, we've made stuff like that, like we talk about, get a tofu or go get like something from Mechanisk, like a Clippa or a Type X. Those are still awesome options, but with things like the Kara coming out and a board like the Sirius, which is like a huge value for the price, it's ever changing. But like I said, you can't really go wrong with something from Mechanisk or like a KBD Fans Tofu if you're wanting to start, something that's like really inexpensive that has a lot of options. If you don't really know what you want, I would recommend getting something like a Tofu and maybe picking up a couple different plates and maybe a couple PCBs so you can, maybe try out like a brass plate, try a aluminum plate, try like a polycarbonate plate or a carbon fiber plate, and really get some different options and start to learn exactly what you like, because there is a lot out there. You are muted.
The Infinitum, it looks like a solid board. I personally won't be getting this. I've already got a TKL on the way. I am, it does check off a lot of boxes. Nice fat weight. I do like that. Skinny, pretty small bezels, which I appreciate, especially on the sides. So it does look to be a gasket mount. It's pretty small gaskets, so it's going to help some with sound. Pricing is a bit high, but that's all. It's a big mirror polished weight. I think this is a solid board. Will I get it? No. Would I get it if I was looking for a TKL at this price? Probably not. That's not to say I don't think it's worth it. I just think that there are other boards for a TKL that I would rather have at a lower price. Morning, boys. Rob 27 Shred.
Morning.
Good morning, dude. Did you guys join 7V? No, because I got this.
Yeah, I do like that. I wasn't a big fan of the bottom row personally. I thought the board was a fantastic looking board. But the only 75% I'm really looking at right now is designed by Mr. Nathan Alphaman, who went to bed just a little bit ago. But he's working on the Evolve, which, good God, the freaking sides and back of that thing look amazing. If you haven't seen the Evolve, it is awesome looking.
Absolutely. This is the Singa. This is a pretty old board now in the hobby. It's a polycarbonate. It's got a big lion on the back. Yeah, it's a fantastic board. Top mount, polycarb, sounds great. Knew I was going to put Holy Pandas in it the second I got it. I have 3203 lube of these switches and the Austin. I have 3204, sorry. 3203 Holy Pandas in the Austin, 3204 in here. I really like the feel of these 74 gram springs that Novel Keys makes in Holy Pandas. And I really wanted to be able to game with something like that. That's a lot easier to game with. I do game with the Austin from time to time, but it can be a stretch.
Pepperoni pizza, Malaysian Pride. There you go. So, you guys. Off my board, I don't think you haven't seen what I've.
This is the Bauer. This is the Dixie board.
That is the Dixie board.
This I can't plug in right now, but this is the Bauer by Dixie GMK 8008. It's got mauves in it, filmed, lubed with, I presume, 205 grade 0.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful board, beautiful sounding board, giant fat ass brass weight on that fat ass. Dixie, yes, he hasn't confirmed when, but he has said that he does plan on running the Bauer again. So, fantastic. I love the sides on this. Is kind of one of my favorite parts. He's also doing a 75% Bauer. So, fantastic board. I know Osiris was really hyped when he got this one.
Not gonna lie, I almost cried. I was very excited.
My wife has the Bauer as well that I built for her, and she like fell in love. Well, it took her like an hour. The Zycos, fresh Zycos, can be kind of annoying to break in, and get used to, but she absolutely loves it. I am not going to sleep till I purchase the KBD 67. Hell yeah, dude.
There you go, man. I love that we're here to help you stay awake and give you hopefully a little bit of entertainment while you wait for that to open up. Get you some. Dude, Bauer, if you can get one, it's worth it. I don't know if it's $1,500 worth it. But at least, well, I guess it's dependent. Like, if you want it that bad, then sure, I think it's worth it. But for me personally, I wouldn't quite pay that much. But round 2, it's coming. It's coming.
Scared you're gonna get what's gonna get botted, the Bauer or the KBD 67?
The KBD 67.
I don't know. I mean, they usually make a shit ton of boards, so. Sorry, give me just a second. Typing at snail's pace because I can't think. The Evolve has evolved. See, I like the new backside. You know, like I enjoyed I like that the backside's a little more symmetrical now, and just the bottom in general is a little bit more symmetrical. It just looks clean. I'm just excited to see how it feels. So real quick, we still have some cool giveaways. We still have the Taro CYO bear, and I can't. The other one name escapes me. It always does. We still have the Archetype Yoda cap. We still have the Great Wave desk mat and the Ortho 75 kit. We still have a Zap Cables DIY kit, all going up. So we still have lots of cool stuff to be given out over the next 7 hours. So be sure to stick around. You know, I know a lot of you are hanging out. We'll probably avoid is it 10 o'clock for the KBD 67? We'll try and avoid that so you guys have focus on what you're.
And look at what we got coming.
I'm not going to sleep. Niv, thanks, man. Appreciate it. You guys have coiled cables. I had a coiled cable for a while, and I wound up just not liking it as much. I thought that I just kind of like the short, clean, straight to. Just personal preference.
Downhill stretch.
What's your aviator dude's name again? Sorry, I'm so bad. Like because every cap is embarrassing.
except for the Yeti Owl.
Yeah, Yeti Owl is solid.
Packet
Packet
Pilot.
Packet Pilot. The Packet Pilot. And then we got. I'm excited for, what I have heard in the rumblings of Mr. T. Tyler Durden and what he is working on. Just get hype. That's all I can.
Yeah, he's doing some cool stuff.
So, but it is 5:00. We're going to be starting our next give. Oh, and I forgot the other keyboard giveaway. Duh.
Yeah.
So we're going to be giving away a 5 degree here soon. It is. We'll have more details on it in a little bit. I think we're going to take a short little break, get situated for the next build. Start writing on the mat.
Matt, do you want to clean? You want to do the?
We'll probably do the. If you want to get the do you have the? It's already set up. Hell yeah, man! So we're at. This will probably be our longest break because you're gonna watch us do dishes for a little bit. I don't have. We don't. Both the previous builds we've had stuff to work on, but don't have anything to work on at the moment. As we are all set for the next build, so we're gonna go do some dishes for Doodle Bob. And we'll be making food later before Alex Odos comes on later. So good time. It is great time for fourth meal, L. Thompson. So guys, grab some snacks.
Grab a snack.
If you're staying up, grab some coffee.
Put some music on. Watch us clean some dishes. What is up, everyone? We are back.
We back. We back.
We're back with a vengeance. I think we're gonna eat a little pre-breakfast.
You got to. Fourth meal. Where's El Thomas at? Or Tom? Was it Thompson or Tom? Ella. Ella, where's she at? Or she's getting fourth meal. Who knows? L. I thought you said Ella.
I can't remember. Brain.
L. She's forever L now. Christened. Croinking, what's up? Secret Blue 144. Seeing some new names. People probably waking up.
Why does Monarch Mangold? The reason why it costs 5,000 channel points in order for you to highlight a message is because what we are doing is we are actually writing on a desk mat everything that is written in a highlighted message. So, and then at the end of the stream, we are giving away that desk mat.
Quesadilla. Who's in a microwave-adilla? Those are always fun.